Streaming, start recording. I gotta show the link. Because why wouldn't I? We are
Can you hear me?
live.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna open up the chat.
We are live.
All the way.
What happened?
Get you guys
Clicked
over
on some
here.
friggin' Firefox button. I'll refresh the chat. Hopefully people come in.
Yep.
Mad Max. 4K. Alright, we got the Alchemist in the chat. We got Richard in the chat. Hello and welcome to Game Complainers, episode 474. I'm your host, Perry.
Ghost Anthony.
And Frank.
Tonight, we're here to talk about whatever the hell we want.
Nobody's gonna stop us.
Make him
No way out.
respect his elders. We got Liquor Sandwich, a member of the channel in the chat room. What's
What's up,
going on?
everyone?
What's up?
All right.
Cool.
So, what's going on?
We
Tonight.
finally got a date for our Xbox showcase that everyone's been complaining and crying and yelling and
Yeah, there's at least some more news this week than last week, I guess. If that's,
Yes.
at least there's something to talk about this
Right.
week.
RWK88's in the chat room. What's going on, brother?
what's up?
He bought my Resident Evil 3 Collector's Edition.
Nice.
Richard says WWE deal. Bummer.
Yeah, as soon as we know anything, obviously we'll talk about it. But
Yeah, I guess that's
Waiting.
that'll be on the docket too, because that's, even though it's wrestling, it's inevitable. We have to talk about that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, what the fuck's going on? We got some stuff to talk about this
Good
week,
old
I guess,
Vance.
right?
Vince didn't fail us, huh? He came back.
Yeah, I was gonna say he wanted to make news right away.
Came back,
Headline.
fired his daughter again. He's got the board of directors suing him because he abused his power once again. Man, he's going to go down as the greatest promoter of all time. Put the balls on this guy, man.
the greediest
Come in,
promoter of
yeah.
all time.
The grapefruits.
He'll be like, "All right, it's time. It's time to." He's like, again, you already knew that there was going to be something happening, and then once you saw, Stephanie like put up that like statement, you're like, okay.
I
know
was
what's
on
going on
Twitter
here.
and it popped up my feed. Said posted 2 minutes ago from her. And I don't follow her, but she showed up on my feed. And I was like, oh man, already?
Yeah,
I'm forced to spend time with my family. I mean, I want to spend more time with my family.
I want to get the hell out of here.
Stevie Mac,
know.
what's up? I
What's up?
heard
Up?
Starfield already announced they won't be show.
Yes, I have news
It's going to
about
have
that.
its own showcase in February, I think.
Yes, they said it's too
Possibly
big
February.
to. They said it's too big to cram in, so they're gonna do their own thing, which is fine.
Well, if it's not coming out till June at least, why would you show it now anyway?
Right.
Yeah, it's better, especially like when Capcom did their own showcase and stuff like that. It's just better when they have time to showcase everything and they're not trying to rush it with 8 other trailers for different publishers and stuff like that, and developers.
They're saying they're going to have, one more thing. What? Maybe GoldenEye? I feel like the showcase is going to be just
So, GoldenEye should have already been fucking announced, man. It's so stupid. Well, not, announced, but a fucking date at least, like, come on.
apparently it's coming out at the end of this month.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Trainwreck, what's going on, brother? How you doing? I don't think Microsoft really wanted to have this show, but felt pressure because of Game Pass. Well, that's true. It could be.
Well, I mean, they should have some kind of like show to just let people know what's going on, going forward. Like, we talked about the absence of like, announcements or the reassurance of Starfield that we don't know yet, until I guess they have the event now, if that's going to be its own thing.
They gotta get on the ball with this stuff.
They desperately need to. We've been talking about it all
And I'm not
week,
gonna
Alex.
like
It's
throw away
crazy.
my Xbox or anything, but
Kind of like step it the fuck up already, like hurry up, like let's do it. Like, but
I still can't get over the Halo Infinite thing. That was your premier game, and you took it off the box. It wasn't even on the box for a year,
You
yeah,
have
and then
zero faith in it.
and they
then it
put
took another
Forza.
year after release to let it catch up to itself, to give itself co-op and to give itself, like custom forge, and then it's still trying to stay alive with the multiplayer,
But
but
that's
even that
why.
it's very,
That's
you know,
why I still don't understand. You took that off the box for Forza. Like we've had a million Forzas on Xbox One and all that stuff.
yeah.
Microsoft, please join us for the Development Hell Showcase. Yeah, but this isn't a Development Hell Showcase. These are games that are ready to come out.
They just have to like talk about them, you know what I mean, and just let it let it be known.
Yeah.
Because again, we're a couple years into this gen, and it's like for both of them to be dragging their feet with some of this stuff either getting delayed or stuff just kind of like coming out that's more lackluster. It's just, I don't know, it's really disappointing, and these events have to show some kind of promise, especially when Starfield comes around with its own event, because that's supposed to be like the thing they've been hyping up, so we'll see what the hell that's all about, well, I guess, when we see it.
You hear the rumor again that Ubisoft's coming to Game Pass? That would be a nice surprise. I don't think you're going to get that at the show.
Well, Ubisoft's in the news. We'll talk about them, I guess, but
Yeah, they're on their way out.
yeah.
Which is for the best, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
We can all agree.
Now, I heard
Exactly.
that Ubisoft Plus is coming to Xbox. I read that today.
Do you think they're trying to
But
just like
as a subscription service. So will
right,
that be part of Game Pass or is that something separate?
like EA Pass,
Like,
you know?
EA eventually is in Game Pass now, but originally it was separate. And you could still get it separately if you want. VB Trainwreck with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Just got done streaming to catch the podcast. All right.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, those
Yeah.
are games that are not in development hell. Those games are ready to come out this year. That they're going to show you. The thing is, though, all these games are going to be the games that we want to play. Like Redfall, now they say Redfall was like helped by id and all this stuff. Machine Games or something helped Redfall. And Redfall to me looks like I could be completely wrong, but from what I've seen, it looks kind of like Fear now. Originally, it was like a Back for Blood type clone, but they came out and said no, it's not like Back for Blood at all. So, and then I looked at the recent like videos that were out. I don't know, man. Looks like Fear to me. Thanks for streaming Trainwreck. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's good because we can check these games out anyway. So if Redfall sucks, I mean, it's a waste of our time, but we don't have to pay for it. So thank God.
I'm gonna check it out. Originally, it wasn't my type of game, but now I saw like some of the video of it, and it looks like a Fear type game. So I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah. So what's gonna be shown at the showcase?
Uh, Hopefully, stuff we've never seen before. That's what I'm hoping.
There
That
might
they've
be,
been working
the
on.
banner's out.
you know, indie games with like acoustic
no,
guitars.
no, the banner is out. It's telling you there's like 4 games that they're going to show you.
Let me look. Hold on.
Redfall. And I forgot the other games. Kama with the $4.99 super chat says hello to everybody on the panel. Hello, Kama. How you doing?
Oh, sweet. Hot Wheels. Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's right. Minecraft Dungeons or that other Minecraft game that's on there. Redfall,
Another Forza.
Forza that was on there. So there's a bunch of just stuff like that. But I mean, I hope that's not it. If that's it, that's it. But
Well, there's a little thing that says and more, but I don't think you're going to get like. Maybe they'll announce the GoldenEye thing if that's really supposed to come out at the end of the month.
right. Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. I guess Hot Wheels too. They're going to show Hot Wheels. That's important. Hot Wheels is what I want to see.
Hot
Well, they
Wheels
have
DLC.
the DLC, right?
Yeah.
You just see real quick.
Redfall is open world, I believe. There's supposed to be a farm area. It's supposed to be
So they
almost as
said-
big as the whole map from the game Prey, so the dev says. We'll find out, man. I hope it's not too big because I don't want to get lost.
So they're
RWK
saying
with-
other oh, go ahead. Do the super chat.
RWK with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Popcorn and Madalo for this show. For this show, Xbox backing up. ACR with a $4.99 super chat says, "Yo, thank you so much, ACR. Appreciate it. Thank you
Thank
again,
you.
RWK as well. Thank you. Super chats are coming in hard tonight, huh? We didn't even start yet. What are you saying, Anthony?
I know I had a something pulled up where it was like other things that were still yet to be announced, like, you know, Perfect Dark.
You ain't getting that.
Yeah, Fable,
You ain't getting that.
all that stuff, you know what I mean? Hellblade 2, State of Decay 3,
You ain't getting none of that.
all
Oh.
that shit. So again, it's just stuff that like those are other titles though that like we can think of, right? I'm not saying that that's going to be announced. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying
I think
when you
Hellblade
think
2
of
is
titles
next
that
year.
should be, you know, and we still haven't seen anything.
State of Decay 3, I heard they had to restart it again. But then the devs came out and said they didn't, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
I heard that about Fable too. We'll see.
Good old Fable.
Yeah, Forza, Minecraft Legends, Redfall. It's all the same stuff. So
Drinking beer and eating popcorn, says ACR. Red Ball. Dreadpool is here. What's going on, Dreadpool?
what's up? Yeah, so that showcase is not next Wednesday, it's the Wednesday after. I know Perry's going to stream it, and then we're going to do a regular show.
I'll be streaming it. Listen, this is what I don't want. I don't want a bunch of talking. I know it says developer for a reason, because they're going to talk to the developers.
Yeah.
Please. We don't want a history lesson
They got to
about...
keep it to a minimum.
Like with Flight Simulator, they took the guy to a museum. It's like 25 minutes long. It's like nobody cares. We just want to play the game. With the trebuchet, remember that?
Yeah, that was horrible.
Nobody wanted to do all that.
That's what I was going to say. Like the worst case scenario, this thing's just really boring. And we just really don't have like...
That's the
there'll
problem
be
with their showcases in general. They're just boring.
Yeah, they're pretty forgettable. There's not like, you know... There hasn't been really like any great moments from that. Especially the last couple years. All their events have been just complete misses.
Yeah, they got to step it up.
I remember watching like one of your streams, you know, oh man, it was probably back a few years ago, but when we were streaming that, you're just like, what am I watching? Like, what is this? Like, it was just some like dude riding like a car down like a path or something. It was
Listen,
something.
as you get older, you lose patience with this stuff.
Yeah.
Nintendo Direct is good. It's Nintendo Direct, don't get me wrong, they screw stuff up too. They show you a bunch of games you don't want to play.
Yeah.
But they just get to the point, man. It's like, okay, here's this game by Sega, and they show the game playing. Next game. Microsoft, it's like a freaking encyclopedia. It's like, my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is this, Encarta 95?
And I remember that stream specifically was like summer of 2020, and we were just sitting there like, is this really all they have for these like consoles that are coming out? You know, like this is the best they can do. And that was still like just before the whole pre-order announcement debacle and all that stuff. And we're just sitting here like, this is what we're dealing with. Like these events that aren't really selling these machines. And then here we are a couple years in, and people are finally able to get these, you know, they've been able to get these things for a while now, but they really haven't missed much. And then you see like these events that are just more lackluster. You're like, damn, like what the hell? So yeah, they really got to put more pep in the step for this next little couple years here to really push this shit further, I think. It might be boring though. Who knows?
3 games in 45 minutes.
Yeah, there might be some story time in there, Perry. I don't know. That's, you know, might be some filler.
We got to see what they do, but I mean, based on their track record, like nobody wants to watch that stuff. Just show the game.
Yeah, especially when you got nothing in the tank, you know.
They show you the game, then they have the guy talk about the game, and ooh, this is what you could do in the game. It's like, okay, tell us that later. Like, we don't need to know right now at the showcase. Or this is a developer. That's why they put developer in there, because you know you're gonna get. They're gonna.
You're gonna get a spoonful of information. Yeah, exactly. You gotta take notes.
The Trebuchet thing, that was like a 20-minute segment. Then you had the guy for Flight Simulator go to the museum, and he's talking to the other guy. Oh, what's the history of this? What's the history? It's like nobody cares.
Were they filming him on the plane, like in
They
like
probably
traveling?
spent more money doing all that than they made in revenue for that game.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
And what? They're an hour long,
Bring the
so
Red
it's like-
Dragon camera or 5K Dragon camera or whatever the camera's called, and film us for like 5 hours around the museum. Like, you know what I mean?
It's so they could
Yeah.
go on vacation.
Like, dude, you're paying a cinematographer for this. Like, did you even make that money back?
Listen, if you really want me to buy Flight Simulator, you have the guy get on the plane and go, hey, let's crash the plane. No! And then it just cuts.
That would be like.
Then I'll be like, yo, I'll go get Flight Simulator.
That would have been like a '90s thing if they were they would have done.
Yeah, like I just don't
That's
understand.
the problem, Microsoft. They don't have fun in their showcases. It's all Poindexters and shit.
Yeah, and they're like it's like filler, and there's no like actual, you know.
I think
I don't
it's
know.
for the investors and shareholders. Like,
But
to
it's like,
sell
dude,
it
we
to
just
them
want
or
to see
whatever. I
games
don't
at this
know.
point. And like you said, if they just kind of don't get on with it, it's like we're just really, you know.
hey, Microsoft, just have fun.
Yeah.
They should have gotten Bomber back, man. Steve Ballmer, he could promote all these games in 5 seconds.
You're ready to see some
45 minutes, he
games?
can knock that down to 5 minutes.
And you guys wanted to see the games, and here we are. Jeez.
You know you're
Imagine
gonna get
Bomber,
like,
like, oh my god, Redfall, I just shit my pants.
you have to be playing this. You're
Yeah.
crazy if you're not playing this.
Oh,
I think what would be really cool if, at least in the showcase, they just drop like at least like, you know, again, like maybe like something out of left field, but that'd be kind of cool. But you can't, like you said, you can't swing high with these things because you'll just get disappointed. So don't set yourself up for failure. Just expect the least minimal shit that you
even the
already have
Sony
announced.
events, you know what I mean? Like, remember that one time they promoted that event and all these people were like, Spider-Man 2 is coming out today, and it was all
Yeah.
for VR, PlayStation 4 VR.
Yeah.
And Sony got so many dislikes that they deleted the video and re-uploaded it as a premiere.
It's so
People forgot
bad.
about that, right? I love
I'm
Steve Ballmer.
afraid-
Dude was crazy. He was the best.
I'm afraid with this Xbox thing they're gonna do because they're doing Forza. They're gonna be like, we're on location in like Japan where we did the next Forza game. Like they're gonna show you all the stuff that we don't care about. That's what I'm afraid. That's gonna be like their trebuchet this time. Like they're gonna be on location with
That's
the car.
okay if they keep it to a minimum, but the thing is, they
Yeah.
don't.
They
They give
overdo
you
it. They
all
got
this information about the
interview.
cars and stuff. I'm like, I don't care.
But that's the problem with you, because again, like with Sony bringing out the cars for the product placement and shit,
I don't
it's
mind
like,
playing the game. The games are great, but I want to play the game. I don't want to hear about a car. If I wanted to hear about a car, I'd go to the car dealership and be like, "Hey,
Right.
what's the story with this car I can't afford?"
that's what Sony wants you to do it there. They come out, they're like, all right, we're going to talk about this game, but first, we have to talk about this car we have to bring out right now. It's like, it's just like, dude, no one cares about that.
Just
like,
want to play the games, man.
and they're just trying to sell a movie, which is even worse. Like their Sony thing.
You know what's
was even
funny about
worse.
this though? What Microsoft does with these little like developer things, that's stuff that should be extras on like a bonus disc for the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what
Stuff
they used
that like
to do.
only fans
Yeah.
would really want to actually look
Only
at.
fans.
Not No, like, you know,
You
just
said OnlyFans.
well, you know,
They should put on OnlyFans, and if you want to watch it, you can.
What were
Yeah.
you saying?
if you want to watch it on the stage, if you want to watch the car come on the stage, behind the scenes. Yeah, no, it's just, it's stupid that again they have like different things that have, you know, like, I don't know, they really, like you said, it's all just like an ad, like sometimes it's just an ad, and they get in that whole mindset, and it just takes away from the actual show. And Sony did that with their thing, even though they were trying to show off more of like the tech shit of like, oh yeah, here's the VR2, and this is what it can do. So this showcase could easily be better than that if it just like at least delivers on some, you know, release dates or something, like something solid. But, you know,
All the showcases for all the companies suck. Even Nintendo, look, they get a A+ because they just get to the point. But the games they show are fucking stupid.
Too many RPGs.
Too many fucking RPGs with the same guy.
Yeah, and the same music and the same thing.
Oh, join a world where you have no VCRs.
Yeah.
It's like, who gives a shit?
You know, when we were playing Midtown Madness, I was like, I wish they would just be like this with Forza, where it's just fun and like there's real cars in it, but it's not like this serious thing.
Well,
But
that's where
they
you
just-
come in with the mini games for Game Pass. They don't do that. So
Right.
you can make an arcadey Forza game and they don't do it. Even Madden had Madden Arcade on the 360.
Yep.
And that was a really fun game.
I wonder, like, you know, with E3 coming back this year, like how that's going to have an effect on, you know, some shit. You know what I mean? Like, do you think that they're going to, you know, have some kind of, you know, hold out for that thing, at least as far as like Sony and Microsoft and all them, because and Nintendo doesn't go, but, you know, they could easily try to be like, all right, this is where we're going to have, you know, these, you know, like the next Resident Evil could easily be announced here, you know. There's other things that could happen. So I'm curious to see how that will probably hopefully put some kind of announcements out there that will be better than, you know.
Oh, if Starfield's coming out in June, which I predict.
And it runs between the 13th and the 16th of June, E3. So
We will know
it's
something.
right in the middle. They might even have hands-on shit at that point if it's not coming out that, you know.
People are playing it right now, actually.
Oh shit.
Yep, they got it.
Well, there you go.
Gonna be interesting.
But yeah,
I'm
so
assuming it's
that's
coming out
back.
in June, like we said for months on this show. I wouldn't be shocked though if it got delayed till September. Oh, we just need a little more time. No.
That PNG.
Yeah,
We're sorry we
You're
didn't
gonna
mean
release
to-
the game
we're
broken
sorry.
anyway. Might as well just release it at this point.
You're right about that.
No matter
They're gonna
what game
patch
you
it
buy
anyway.
today is broken. It doesn't even matter anymore, right? It's
True.
It's crappy. But what are you gonna do? Look at this game, the game that didn't want a price cut. And then people called them out on it, and they finally dropped it a couple of dollars. Hey. Your guy in the toilet over there. Why the hell is he kneeling over like he's taking a big shit? That's what they put on the cover. He's basically telling you it's shit. Clerical error,
Trying to
I
stop
guess.
you.
So you got news on that game. What happened? They took people out of the credits?
They left a whole bunch of people. I guess there was some kind of a dispute towards the end of development, and they left about 20 people, some key developers, off of the credits of
For
the game.
Callisto Protocol.
Yes, so those people were not credited because of whatever happened. They didn't go into details about like if they had a fight or something, but
Yeah, they had a fist fight.
yes, they physically fought each other. But still, no matter what happened, you can't not credit somebody's work. Like people spent time on that and put work into it, and they deserve to be credited.
Didn't somebody else do that like a year ago? Didn't Naughty Dog say if you quit, we're not crediting you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird. I think it's unfortunate. I think it kind of shows how faulty the leadership is at this point. If that's the person that's running the show over there, yeah, if you worked on something, you deserve to be credited. So it's one of those things that the thing is that one of the things that if you're working on something, and especially if you're putting in as much hours as they do full time, or they more overtime, basically pushing to get certain things done. So yeah, it's really weird of like the actual like falling out of it all, which obviously there's only so much to go off of, but it's shitty. You know what I mean? If they worked on it, then put them on the game.
Richard says, I guess they're out of Callisto credits. Zing. There you go. RWK said, Angry Joe, he just moves left and right, left and right. Well, Angry Joe's used to moving his dick left and right and up and down, so there you go. What's he complaining about?
Yeah, he's fine.
Angry fucking Joe. Get that guy out of here. He's still
Forgot
alive,
about
that guy?
Yeah.
That guy's
like 10
older
years
than
ago.
George Lopez.
Oh my god.
That's old.
Some article came out about Blizzard paying their developers the least amount of the whole industry. That'll change once they get into Microsoft.
I was gonna say they're almost out of.
They're about to get into a union
so.
the minute they get in with Microsoft.
Yeah, that's not gonna stay.
He is funny? That's what you think. That's what you think.
So did Callisto finally get the price cut? It was only like a little bit, right?
Yeah, after they didn't want to cut it. So the other day, the Xbox One version was like $47.99. But then the deluxe edition that's $89 was down to like $71, $71.99. But the standard edition for the series wasn't on sale at all. And then today it became a Games with Gold sale. And or sales with gold or whatever the hell. I don't even remember what the hell it is. Now it's down to like 50 something or $61.99 or something,
Check.
$55.99. I don't remember. And I'm like, man, that's still too much money.
Yeah, it should have been $40, $50 for the Series X.
I want to get a digital, but I don't want to pay that much money for it. It's not really worth it.
No.
Not for that price. For like $40, I would say, okay, I'll buy a digital.
Right.
But I got to keep
Yeah,
waiting.
that's ridiculous. That's too much money.
Microsoft gave their employees infinite time off. They could take off any time, however long. Excuse me.
Infinite time off.
Well, that's good and that's bad. Depends on how they manage it.
They obviously have nap time because nothing seems to be getting
You
done.
do realize, RWK, that at Google, they have like a roller coaster. It's like the Mall of America in Google. I'm not kidding. They
No,
do.
I
They have
know.
a roller coaster. They have free vending machines. They have nap time. Like it's fucking pre-K. But they do that because they want the employees to be like, just have fun, relax, do what you got to do. That's why YouTube is broken. Nobody's doing shit.
They don't care.
They don't produce anything. That's the problem.
It's to avoid layoffs in the headlines. Dude, they don't care. They'll fire anybody.
Yeah, they do it all the time.
I'm waiting until Kalisto drops to $40 and I'll buy it. Yeah, I would say 40 or under. Whatever deal you can get. Maybe once Dead Space drops, it'll go even lower.
That's what we think, but who knows?
Yeah, then it's a win-win for everybody. You get a decent game for a decent price. I seen the Intern movie at Google with Vince Vaughn.
It's another
Fuck
guy I
Vince Vaughn.
forgot
That
about.
guy's still alive?
Yeah, we've all had the
Guy
same
hasn't made a
reaction.
movie in 35 years.
I don't know.
What did he make? Dodgeball? That's the last fucking movie the guy was in.
Yeah. That was what,
Was it?
2003?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
2004, maybe?
Yeah, 35 years ago.
35. Oh my god.
Talking about a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a throwback.
Yeah, we all forgot about him.
He was in what?
Couples Retreat.
Yeah, wasn't that like on Netflix?
That's actually not in. No, that's a different one. That's not on streaming services. Couple Retreat. Actually, I think it's only on physical.
So Microsoft's not overworking their interns? I don't know.
Doesn't
Dodgeball was
really-
the best movie ever. Don't hate. The funniest
It
fucking
was
part.
funny.
The funniest part of that whole movie was when the Irish guy is in the wheelchair and he rolls over and then the thing just falls on him and kills him.
Yeah, that was funny. I saw that in the theater actually back then.
He was an old school. Nobody remembers. The old school's 20 years old this year.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You can't watch those movies anymore. They don't work anymore.
No. It was a product of their time.
Yeah.
Depends on what it is. I think some stuff still holds up. You know what I mean?
He was a coach in Paige's movie. Yeah, the sign said "Luck of the Irish." That's right. Yep, and it fell right on the guy and killed him. We were watching Dodgeball in 6th grade. Face palm. Yeah, it's 100 years old. That movie. All right, what are we talking about? So Dead Space is dropping a trailer tomorrow. I think at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing that.
I'll give you Grandma's Boy. That was a funny movie.
That was hilarious.
That was a funny movie.
Some of that shit is still fucking hilarious going back. When he just reaches in the oven and just like, fuck! Throws the food.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that trailer.
8 a.m. That's awesome. They already dropped it. I think because it leaked.
Oh,
Really?
yeah,
Did
yeah.
they?
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
Oh
yeah,
my
come
god!
to think of
We
it,
have to watch it right now.
no, come to think of it, I did see like people were posting about it, but I thought it was just like a smaller clip of the trailer. But apparently, it dropped
no,
at 6 p.m.
No. Where is this thing? Dead
Dead
Space.
Space. Oh yeah, 5 hours ago, official launch trailer. Is that it?
Oh man, here it is. We gotta watch it.
Okay. I'll watch it muted.
If I watch, it's gonna. Oh, they have the original Dead Space trailer from Electronic Arts 14 years ago.
Oh my god. See, so it deserves a remake.
Oh my god, I'm looking at just the thumbnail video of the new one.
I'm just
Oh my
scrubbing
god!
through it.
I'll
I
drop the
mean,
link in the chat.
it looks like what I expected.
Stream
Yeah,
it.
I mean, we've been seeing gameplay and stuff for a little bit now.
Yeah, this isn't like anything spectacular. I mean, it looks fun. It looks good.
Wait a minute
But
here. I'm gonna have to watch it muted.
that's what I'm just scrubbing through it muted.
Alright, I'm gonna watch it muted. Let's see.
This is gonna look
Yeah,
crazy
they made
on
That's all
Nicole
I
look
PC.
like a
It's only a minute.
fucking grandma.
44 seconds.
Yeah, it looks like what I expected. I don't know why Nicole looks like a grandma, but here we are.
Whoa. So, do you think this game is gonna be hard like the original, or do you think they're gonna like streamline it?
It'll probably be hard like the original. They might
Fuck.
make it easier, like on easy mode probably, but I think they'll keep the skill.
Because I want to get it
although-
on PC so I can use cheat codes.
Yeah.
Probably gonna look really nice on there. On
You know, I
PC.
never played 3. I beat 1 and 2 in the same night, I believe.
Yeah, some people would say that's fine. You could stop there, you know what I mean? Because they didn't really know where to take 3.
Well, I
And I
just
kind of left on a cliffhanger.
I actually have the file. I just didn't install it. I didn't get around to it.
It's fun co-op. I mean, it's like Resident Evil in terms of like it is fun to play. You could choose though. You could play
Oh,
it single
so maybe
player or
me and this
co-op.
guy can play it.
Whoa.
Because the game doesn't, unlike Resident Evil 5 and 6 where it puts you with that person even if you're playing single player, Dead Space will just remove that character entirely. And when you play as the other character, you see certain things that Isaac doesn't see from like your perspective, like, you know, so because like you're going crazy by like the third game, you know, there's a lot of shit going down with the characters, so like it was kind of cool with how they did it, but it, you know, that's when it became way too more action for fans, and then that is like the RE6 of that, you know, franchise is what
You
a
know
lot
what
of people
somebody fucking
consider.
said on Twitter? When they announced the trailer was coming out tomorrow, somebody
Yeah.
wrote, if it sells well, maybe we'll get Dead Space 4. And I'm like, you fucking moron. They're rebooting the franchise. They're not gonna go back and make 4.
Yeah, they'll give you 2, the original version of 2 when you pre-order this
What's wrong
deluxe
with people
edition.
online,
but-
man? They're so stupid.
You're telling me.
Yeah, but I agree, Stevie Mac. I didn't think 3 was that bad. Like I thought it was just okay, but like I wouldn't even say. I think it is it's definitely like a product of, you know, them trying to just take it in a different direction, and then it kind of just left on a cliffhanger because EA, you know, they pretty much burned down Visceral Games at that point. So, you know, but it didn't sell like they wanted it to, and it was kind of that whole idea of like that
Focus.
identity crisis, not knowing what they wanted and with the sales and everything. But we'll see.
Anthony,
I'll be picking up Dead Space.
I swear to God, when I'm able to build this podcasting studio, we're taking all of these Logitech cameras and we're smashing them all because I fucking had it with the stupid cameras.
Deal.
Always focusing in and out. I put my head down for a second. I'm out of focus like Uncle fucking Fester over here. Like, fuck these
We should
cameras.
blow them up with like firecrackers. Like we should
Whatever
just
you
like
want to do.
put them in a
We'll
pile.
throw them all in a fucking pile and do
Still
it.
have
We'll
the
get a
sledgehammer
bonfire. We'll have
somewhere.
a fire out back. We'll just have a bonfire. We'll just fucking burn that shit.
Run them over with the car and throw them in a fucking fire. I don't care. Fuck these cameras. The days are numbered. Best cameras. Get the fuck out of here. Pieces of shits. Kind of sucks because 4 was gonna be a markers make it to Earth. Well, maybe
Yeah.
maybe you're glad
I
it
mean-
didn't come out. Maybe they were gonna ruin it even more. Who knows? That camera makes you look like, yeah, well, my Logitech webcam does the same thing. I have to turn off autofocus. Well, if I turn it off, then it turns off a bunch of other features. on
That's
my
so
end.
dumb though. Like it shouldn't. It should just turn off the
I
autofocus.
just have no luck with
bullshit.
cameras.
That's so stupid.
I bought the DSLR all those years ago. It's filming shit in yellow. It's like, what the fuck?
We were just talking about that the other day. That camera.
We create
Yeah.
the scene in Office Space. Will they beat the hell out of the fact? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we could do that.
We could. That should just be a part. Like that should already be a skit in like some of the film stuff we want to get. You know what I mean? We should just have like a pile of just like tech shit that we're pissed at, and we just like fucking beat it up with bats and shit. Like, you know,
PS5, the cameras, like so many things.
Perry pours Diet Coke on the shit too to like kill
That's
it.
seltzer. That is not Diet Coke.
No, but he should get the DC though, so we could just the acid can melt it.
Yeah. I know that seltzer anywhere.
Let's go to old Polar.
Yep. That's the best.
I want to use the Elgato software. I can use my phone as a webcam, but it always freezes. Elgato.
I was gonna say, yeah, I actually am like really pissed at Elgato. Like,
Yeah, they
it's-
did
just
an
make
actual.
shit, they've been going downhill.
They did
I
an
think.
actual firmware update for the MK2 Pro the other day. That's like the
Damn.
first time they ever did a hardware firmware update. And if it still isn't working right with these like handshakes, yo, no one's gonna fucking buy a Blu-ray movie and fucking record it on a computer and be like, I pirated it. You know what I mean? Take the fucking handshakes off already. Take the fucking HDR, DVPC, whatever the fuck they're called, and throw that shit out the fucking window. Because you have people like me and this guy that want to stream our consoles and we can't because there's a fucking issue that's blocking a fucking signal from going through. Can we please get rid of HDCP all fucking ready?
2023, please. Like, you know what I mean? Can we actually?
And Elgato, can you
forward?
wake the fuck up, man? We've had these consoles for almost 3 years, and you're
What
sitting
are
there
we
saying,
doing?
YouTube doesn't output 120. I don't fucking care about YouTube. I care about a pass-through of my fucking TV with my new fucking console.
And we're buying
Now, can
customers
you
of their
work
shit
your magic and make the fucking Elgato, please?
because we would buy it. That's the problem. Is we would throw money at it to get
Tons
the
of
new
people
No,
would
shit.
that's
buy it.
okay. They got to give you the HDX, which doesn't have 4K in it, and charge you an extra $30 fucking because people think it's a different card.
It's a fucking nightmare. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that like they've just been going downhill. That's why, like,
Yeah,
I don't
they
know. Like
suck,
sometimes
bro.
I want.
They fucking
Sometimes I literally
blow
want to
dick.
take this cam link and I want to throw it through like a fucking window.
Who
you know what I
fucking
mean? Like,
who runs that place? Tony Khan?
Probably.
Firmware update. Dude, we were trying to play the original Xbox with the thing. And it was like every fucking 2 seconds. It's flipping
It
in
was
and out.
flashing,
In and out.
yeah.
And then
Yeah, they
it's not
keep
going, it's
refreshing it.
freezing. And then we have to go and undo it and redo it. And then it freezes. And like, I'm going crazy here.
and you're trying to just stream a
And
mod.
that's the
You
S
know,
Plus. Like, it's the newest one. And it doesn't work with an Xbox from 2001?
and you're using we're using the Porta cable thing, or are you just using
No,
the?
it's using the Zadusa.
Zadusa. And there were times when we wouldn't know if it was going to the next screen or not. We're like, why isn't it working? And then you'd refresh it and it would go. And we were like wasting time, like trying to, because of that. So now we were using those other cables and it was working, but
Dreadful.
pain.
It's why I have AverMedia. Yeah, I might have to get one of those. Look into one of them or
What is that?
figure it
Another
out.
capture card?
AverMedia is
Yeah.
like one of the OG capture cards. Besides Hauppauge,
Remember
it was
Dazzle?
always AverMedia. That was like they were like the two, and then out of nowhere, this Elgato shit came out.
El Gato.
I don't know, man. I have two consoles here, two Xbox Series X's. My day one, my launch, which is connected directly to the TV, which I never fucking play because I'm always streaming. The other one is connected to the capture card to stream at 4K 60. But if they would have made a card that did 4K 120, I don't need two of them. I just need one. But even as a pass-through, it only passes through a 4K 60.
yeah, it's
They
surprising at
made
this
a card
point
that
they
was
wouldn't
4K
do it.
120. I wouldn't need two machines here. I could have my one machine, get my quality, and get you guys streaming. I'm not going to stream at 120. No one's streaming 120. But we want the pass through. And that's what Elgato doesn't understand. As we lost 10 viewers now from me screaming and yelling.
It's probably just YouTube screwing up.
No, they heard me say fuck a bunch of times and they left. It's probably y'all streaming a Switch. Okay, Dreadpool's gonna find you, RWK. He's gonna stick a Switch up your ass. Keep talking about that. Maybe they'll make a pass through in 10 years. Yeah, maybe.
Well, we don't even have consoles anymore.
Microsoft should just buy Elgato and shut them down.
Shut them down.
Like how they have Skype and they wanted to buy Discord.
Oh yeah.
It's like you own Skype. Just make Skype better.
But they don't do that. They just buy things to fix their problems. We know that.
Yeah, but you know what they were going to do, right? They were going to buy Discord and shut down Skype.
Yeah, but that's what they want to do with the games too. Just buy a different studio. Don't make our own games.
Yeah, but I get that because the games are like they take forever to make.
Right.
That's fine. I mean, everyone does it. Sony did it back in the day too. Nintendo bought everybody out back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Nintendo got tired of Rare. Once Rare made Conquer, Nintendo was like, "Yeah, we don't want this no more."
Give it back to Nintendo. Who doesn't want it?
Because all the developers from Donkey Kong Country are still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And
80 years old, just cranking away.
They're chained to the walls in the basement of Microsoft.
Yep.
I was going to say Micro Center.
I'm sure there's people chained in the basement of Micro Center too. You're probably not wrong.
They didn't make enough sales.
I'm sure that's true.
Microsoft, they got everybody from Donkey Kong Country dev team chained in the basement. You can't leave ever.
They're still developing on like Windows 98 because they couldn't learn anything.
Did you know devs that were 60 in 1990 are they're still devs today?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to make Banjo 3, but they can't. They won't let them.
They made to make Connect game. I'm like, it's not the same team.
How stupid are people though? Like to think that. That's like, oh my god. That's like thinking the new Wolfenstein was made by the people who made Wolfenstein 3D.
Well, it came out last year that Microsoft, before the Xbox One gen, they had a chance to get the license for Spider-Man. That translates to, well, Phil Spencer, he could have gotten Spider-Man last year, but he didn't. He wasn't even running the place when the friggin' offer came along.
No.
But you see how that, like, twists around?
And who's to say that we would have even gotten a really good Spider-Man game?
People don't read for 5 seconds?
It's not like Xbox would have gotten that Spider-Man game that we got.
The license probably would have ran out already. It was so long ago. Oh, do you know Microsoft tried to buy Nintendo last month? Like, no, they tried to buy Nintendo back in 2000 or 1999, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
And they were laughed out of the room because they're like, why the hell is Microsoft trying to buy us? They don't do video games at all. But that translates to Phil Spencer tried to buy Nintendo last year.
Yeah.
And he's a dork because they laughed him out. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Read. Or clean your ears out and listen. Wasn't one of the greatest features of Series X a capture card or something? Yeah, nah, it's alright. I never use the in-game capture cards for these things. They're all bullshit.
It only does like 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, it doesn't, yeah.
So 80-year-old devs, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're being held
They're
hostage.
all there. They're still developing for Super Nintendo, too.
They play bingo on Sundays, and then they jump right back in.
They have an old folks home in the basement of
yeah.
That's why they have unlimited time off now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they go to bed 4:30 in the morning, get your grocery shopping at 7 a.m. and be in bed by 3 p.m. after you eat dinner.
Even if they die, they hook their brains up to a computer so they can keep developing. So it's always going to be the same devs.
I like how
Forever.
people actually write on the internet, Microsoft needs to give Rare back to Nintendo. It's like Nintendo sold them.
Yeah, why would they?
Nintendo said, we're selling Rare. Who wants them? And Microsoft said, I want to buy them. And they said, okay, give us money. Here's your team.
Simple as that.
Microsoft, I like how Microsoft just steals shit from everybody and runs away.
Just like Game Pass.
Yeah.
They just took it and put it on Game Pass without
The kids
asking.
aren't getting paid because they're taking the games and putting them on Game Pass. It's not how it works, man.
No.
That's like when you would go to a restaurant and you had the jukebox with all the songs on it. You put a quarter in and you get the song. The restaurant didn't steal the songs from the fucking people and they're charging you 25 cents a song.
They went to the record label. They were like, "Yes, give me the CDs."
They
The
cut a deal with the
jukebox
restaurant. So, like,
Yeah.
we'll give you these songs for cheap. And you keep whatever quarters are in there or whatever. That's it. What
Yeah,
the
they
hell,
were done.
man?
They were done.
Nintendo didn't
Most-
even want Rare. They were done with them. No, they wanted Rare, but when they were done with them, they were done with them. I think Conquer was the last straw. I
Yeah.
think Conquer, they used Nintendo's money. I think Nintendo was embarrassed with the game, and they were like, you know what?
The sooner we sell you, the
We're
better.
out of here.
Yeah.
Just
It
so
might have been
funny how-
Nintendo that called Microsoft, actually. I don't remember that story, but they might say, hey,
When
want to
did,
buy something? Buy this.
When did they buy it? Let me look it up.
Had to have been like,
2002.
oh, okay.
And it says they exclusively developed Grab by the Ghoulies. That was the first one, 2003. Cameo and Perfect Dark Zero and Viva Pinata.
Such a fucking troll game.
Grabbed by the ghoulies.
What? Where's all those games? Cameo and Grab by the Ghoulies and Viva Pinata. Those are all great games.
Well,
Cameo was very well received.
Cameo was actually developed I think it was
For the original,
originally-
right?
I think it was originally developed for the GameCube. Then
Whoa.
it got ported over to the original Xbox, which is actually leaked out. You could play it on the original Xbox. And then they put it on 360.
It says September 20th, 2002. Microsoft buys Rare. It says analysts estimate the price of the deal is likely between $400 and $500 million.
You know what's funny?
Holy shit.
People will say, give Rare back to Nintendo so Rare can make the games they want. Look at a bunch of Rare games. Look at Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country tells you what game they wanted to make the whole time. Can you figure that out?
Donkey Kong Country?
Donkey Kong Country, all of them. All three of them. Maybe even Donkey Kong 64, I don't know. What's the one thing that they hinted at the game they wanted to make?
I don't know. What was it?
Anybody in chat? I mean, some of you might know. They threw it right in your fucking face what game they wanted to make the whole time. Donkey Kong Country. It's on a pirate ship.
Oh,
Oh.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, and they always said they wanted to
They
make a
told
pirate
you
game.
for 20 fucking years that they wanted to make Sea of Thieves.
Right. You're right.
And that's the game that they're currently working on, right? I mean, the game's
Even-
out, but they keep
even-
updating it and stuff like that. That's the game that they wanted to make all those years ago, a pirate game.
Even
And they
Donkey
did
Kong
it.
64, they're on the island in the whole game's on that little
These people
island.
on the internet are so fucking stupid. They don't even understand. They're like, oh, they made them do Connect game. Well, they're making the game they want to make now.
Yeah, you're right.
But I see Sea of Thieves sucks. They should give Rare back to Nintendo. That's the game they wanted to make.
yeah.
They told you in several fucking games. I hinted it at you. Like, we want to make a pirate game.
It's funny, in this article, they had to remind everyone that Donkey Kong will remain a Nintendo game. Because people probably thought like, oh no, the Donkey Kong's gonna be on Xbox now.
He needs to be
They're
on
like, no,
Xbox
no,
because he ain't
no.
doing shit on Nintendo.
They made a lot of bad Donkey
Can
Kong
I
games.
ask you why there's a white monkey that helps you
I don't know.
and what's the one on Switch?
Tropical Freeze, which is a reprint.
If you keep dying, a white monkey
Tropical
comes
Freeze.
around and goes, "Do you need help?"
Yeah, that's like the easy mode.
And he helps you,
Hey, I mean,
but he's
you
white.
know,
Like instead of just giving him a different like clothing line,
I think
kind of
that
scary actually.
that was the last Donkey Kong game. That game's like 10 because it came
No
out on
shit.
Wii U. I don't think they made a
Wow,
Donkey Kong game
yeah.
since, have they?
No, he should have
So-
stayed on Xbox.
Yeah, I mean that one was not very good, and even the Wii one wasn't
Can
very
you
good.
imagine a jungle green Xbox with a banana
Please.
controller?
Please,
that Halo Xbox already looks dope.
there was some. What else was I going to tell you guys about that? Oh, you know what's funny? I didn't even realize they're remaking that Return to Dreamland Kirby game. Like they announced it in September at the Direct, and I forgot about it, and they like tweeted something about it today. But did you even know that? I forgot completely.
I forgot about it.
I was like, "What? There's a Kirby game coming out soon? It's coming out in like February,
Kirby.
and it looks like it runs at 60, but I still ain't buying it."
So
So-
the Last of Us TV show is getting Rotten Tomatoes 100%. Whatever the hell, fresh, rotten. I don't listen to these sites. I watch a
No
movie.
way.
I watch a show or whatever. What do you think? You think they're just kissing Pedro Pascal's butt?
Probably.
Who knows? When does this thing even come out?
Now.
Today.
I don't know. When's it
I
come
don't know
out?
either.
Well, I think the embargo was lifted yesterday for people that saw it, so I'm assuming Friday, or is it end of January?
January 15th.
Oh, so Sunday. Right. Yeah, because HBO shit airs on Sunday. I forgot.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'll grab it off the site there. It's usually up within the hour.
Yeah, me too.
So
Maybe I'll check it out. I don't know.
I ain't subscribing to your shit.
No,
HBO.
especially HBO. They canceled everything. They were gonna do a Batman Beyond movie with Michael Keaton and Michelle Pfeiffer, and they fucking canceled it.
They threw it in. Yeah, it's
Canceled
like, bro, you
everything.
fucking had
Michael
it. and you
Keaton's
just-
no longer Batman, but he is Batman, but he's not Batman. Like, what the fuck, bro?
it's like,
He
dude,
is
you had
Batman.
him. Like, you fucking had it, and you just completely wasted it. Talk about wasted fucking time and money and
They
potential.
were thinking of
and
doing a
shitting
Batman
on the
Beyond
fans.
with Jim Carrey coming back as Riddler.
My God.
Imagine Michael Keaton's Batman versus Jim Carrey's Riddler. Oh my god,
Please.
that'd be
I would
awesome.
do anything for that.
that would have been fucking sweet. But they canceled it because they canceled everything.
And it's stuff like that where it's like, the fans have, I don't know, man. I just feel like they always get the shitty end of the stick because they never really execute these ideas without other things kind of getting in the way or stepping in. You know what I mean? And it just kind of like, it lets us down. It really does let us down.
Yeah, fuck them.
They
What-
slap the fans in the face
What are
with
you
that
gonna do
one.
next? Get rid of Looney Tunes and shit? Sell Elmer
Probably.
Fudd?
Remember how bad Space Jam was? I mean, they're not really doing great anyway.
Yeah, but that was before Discovery came in and fucked everything up.
That's
I was
true.
gonna say because they're gonna start making changes to their actual service. Like once they merge the shit,
Right.
that's why I got out ahead. Because even other people were like, "Well, why didn't you stay on?" I'm like,
Why would you stay
it doesn't
on?
matter. I don't really have to. I don't really have
They're
shit I
gutting
want to
all
watch.
the content. They're getting rid of everything that they promised. Like they don't deserve
And if
their
there's
money.
shows that I want, like legacy shows, I'll just buy them. That's how. That's
They're
how I am.
deleting them
Like,
off
I
the
know-
network anyway.
Right.
So,
So that's
there's
why
no
it's like
point.
I'd rather just get my stuff. If I have Sopranos, have like the shows that like I want to go back and watch. So
That's why me and Perry are compiling the greatest TV library of all time.
We're trying.
Because who knows?
yeah, with the series, it's always it always bounces around and shit, and it's so annoying. to keep track of that shit. So yeah.
Rather just have them, no ads, watch them whenever I want, full quality.
Yeah, so you rip them in your quality, they're not going to get fucked up by like shitty bit rate because the service doesn't offer a high bit rate, even though you're paying for, 4K or HD or whatever the fuck they're telling you. Yeah, they're just ripping a bunch of people off.
All right, what do you have on your list?
We covered most of it, but let's see. They announced the new Xbox bundle. I don't know if that. I think that was this week. It's got Forza in it, and what is it? $559.99. Halo's going to remain on the Slipspace engine. They're not going to go to Unreal 5. They've confirmed that. So get ready for more Slipspace. What else? Let's see. We talked about the showcase. Oh, do you want to talk about the PS5 thing that we've been watching the videos on with the vertical versus horizontal?
So the guy I've been subscribed to for like 3 years, the Coder. We talked about him before, fixing some stuff. So 3 months ago, he made a video and he showed that the thermal paste was leaking.
Liquid metal.
Liquid metal was leaking, and that would make sense because when it's on, it's hot. It's flowing around, and if it's vertical and you turn it off, where's it going to go? It's going to try to get solid again, but sometimes it might leak or drip. And Sony knew that because they put a pad around the friggin' chip. Well, usually things will be okay. But say you turn it off and it's not done like, I don't even know how to describe
solidifying.
it.
It doesn't really solidify, but coagulating. That would be the word.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Say or it's on and it's still like doing the thing where it's, I don't know, or it's warm. I can't find the words tonight. What if it's on and it's vertical? Somebody moves it or pushes it, that thing's going to spill. So this guy said he's seen about, I think it was 12 boards or something over the course of time. Not like in a row or anything. But somebody wrote an article about it recently. They said something like he was in France. He's not from France. And he has a repair shop. And forget it. All the people attacked this guy. He doesn't have a repair shop. He does everything in his attic. He's from the UK, but he's not from France. So he got shit on big time. But it's a problem. It's a flaw. And it so happens that, what was it? Was it a few months ago? Sony fired that guy that that engineered the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, the dude who was pissed at us.
The guy that was pissed off for having to do the the teardown. With the 10 screwdrivers next to him in a stupid video. Dude, I'd be pissed too if I had to open one of those.
Also, the guy said that Sony was cutting corners because they didn't properly coat the board. Which, like, on a brand new motherboard, it'd be
They're not going to coat those boards. Like, when you go to buy a motherboard, it says, like, ultra durable. That means the board's coated.
Right.
You don't have to wear a static bracelet like a freaking idiot.
Hey, we were just joking about that, too.
They don't do it to save money. That's why.
Right.
Why would they have to do it? No one's going to be in there. But they put that little pad there because they knew that they could leak out. There's a possibility it could leak out. Well, obviously, when it leaks and it's vertical, it's going down, so it's getting on the motherboard. And it's solidifying on the components, and that's where you're getting problems. The machines won't turn on because everything's bridged. Anyway, the guy brought it to light. It is an issue. Sony has to look into that. And all these fanboy guys were like, you're just trying to make PlayStation. It's like, fuck you. What the fuck, dude?
This guy's totally not like a fanboy. He's just a repairman who's like, hey, I saw this happen. He didn't make a video to be like, look how stupid Sony is.
Yeah. He had no, evil plans to.
That video's 3 months old, but because somebody watched it recently, last
They
week,
took-
and they
yeah,
wrote an
they-
article about it.
Yeah.
All
It
of a
gets
sudden,
clout.
he's making this up. It's like, whatever, man.
I feel bad for the guy. He seems like a pretty normal guy who's just trying to be like, hey, this could happen to you. Like, that's it.
Hey, he's gaining nothing from any of this. He didn't even realize that somebody wrote an article about him. So,
If you have the ability, keep your PS5 horizontal.
do whatever you want, man. At this fucking point, who cares?
Yeah, that's true, too.
You
But
just get a warranty plan for these stupid machines, and that's it.
if it happens, it happens. I mean, you can't live your life worrying about it all the time. So,
If you keep it vertical, keep it somewhere where no one's gonna mess with it. Like, don't leave it out, and the kid's gonna be like, "Arr!" and shake it when you're playing it. Then you're gonna get that all over the place.
this is cool.
Arr!
Stop! Oh, God.
But it
Stop
just shows
it.
you how shitty the PlayStation is engineered.
Which we knew. We knew anyway.
It's weird. The Japanese know how to make cars. They don't know how to make fucking consoles. Figure that
Nope.
one out. I have mine at a 45-degree angle just to piss off both sides. I keep it gangster, says Dreadpool. Sounds like it. The guy you've been subscribed to is rich? What?
No, it's some other guy. I'm sure he made a video about it, but that's not who we're talking
Yeah,
about.
you know, "Oh, this guy's lying. Oh, go to his channel and yell at him. Oh, shut up.
Ooh.
Oh, yo.
You know what he should do? Since he likes to blow money all the time, buy a PlayStation 5, leave it on for 20 minutes, play a game, wiggle the fucking thing, then
what
open it
happens.
himself and see what happens. But he's
Yep.
not going to do that because he's a fat slob. From another fat slob.
You're right, he won't do it.
Instead of taking a fucking shirt off, why don't you do some tech? That's all I'm saying.
He should be reviewing it, but
He
I
should
don't know.
investigate it. Like, you know, like Gamers Nexus? When people tweet at him or they write him letters say, hey, this graphics card has a problem, he doesn't just go, make a video, you're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Gamers Nexus actually says, okay, let's get one in. Let's see if we can replicate the problem. And then if it happens, he'll contact NVIDIA and be like, NVIDIA, what's going on here? And if they give a bullshit answer, he'll be like, well, this happened to me and like 10 other fucking people in a week. So it's, what are you trying to pull here? He'll go into it. He'll investigate.
Right. That's the way you should do it.
He did. He said it was models that have been worked on. And people took it too far. What? Well, that's the whole point. The models were sent to the guy because they didn't work anymore because of the issue.
And we don't know how many more this happened to that people just got rid of them or they were under warranty or this console's only been out for 2 years, so we don't know, but that's just what the guy was reporting he saw.
Yeah, he's dealing with it. Watch his videos, man. He's got a backlog full of videos. And not once has he started, oh, fuck Sony. Look what they did. Like, he's just like, what the hell happened here?
What is this?
But he's not the only one. He's not the only one. That's right.
Right.
Oh, is he singing John Lennon? The hell's Dreadpool doing in the chat? Singing now?
He's just gone crazy.
He's correct though. He wasn't the only repairman. There were other repair people in that guy's circle as well, because they all talk to each other. That had quite a few of them come in like that. I'm assuming they fell while they were on, or like kids or something were messing with them while they were on. Because the only way you're going to spill that liquid metal is if it's on and it's actively flowing.
He said it's been so common for non-powering issues that that's the first thing they look for now,
Right.
just to see if it spilled.
Right. They got to double check. What's he going to do? Spend all day trying to replace the power supply and shit?
No. Gotta
Be
rule
like,
that
"All right,
out
let's
first.
check the board out. Let's see what's going on. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So check out the coder on YouTube. I've been watching that guy for over a year, and now all of a sudden this big controversy happens.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus.
Hey, did you watch
He's
the
singing.
video of the blades on the Slim? That weird
Yeah,
guy?
I don't know about that.
I don't know either. Like,
I've
isn't
never
that
had a
weird?
360 dev kit. I had never converted my RGH to a dev kit.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell's going on with that.
I just thought it was interesting. I mean, I don't think there's any reason to do it, but it was like a weird thing I found by accident.
A happy accident.
Yeah.
Happy.
Ow.
So we kind of talked about the Ubisoft stuff. They canceled a bunch of crap. They're broke. They delayed Skull and Bones, which has been in development for 10 years.
Isn't that weird that like they're trying to do this whole
That
thing with
game's gonna
Assassin's
come
Creed
out
and
look like a
everything?
360 game. Watch.
It's
Yeah,
been
like-
in development since 2013, literally.
So it was for the Xbox 360 originally.
Xbox One, but
No, 360.
oh yeah, because it would
Xbox
still
One
be
came out at the end of 2013.
crap. That's bad.
What are you saying, Anthony?
And I was just saying Ubisoft's been going down, so
It's been
You know.
going. It's copy and paste.
yeah, and Assassin's Creed isn't going to save it. Whatever they got
We
up
make
next.
fucking 50 Assassin's Creed games. It's like, who the fuck cares anymore?
Yeah, I'm done with that.
It was done
After
with
Far
the
Cry 6,
Ezio.
I'm done.
And Desmond, Ezio, Fatso, Skinny So. how many fucking people are you gonna have in this stupid game? It ended at fucking 2. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, after Brotherhood or Revelations, rather, that's when they ended the Ezio trilogy, and I think that's when it started to go downhill. After that, because those games introduced online, and the online was actually really fun, the versus mode and stuff like that.
It's fucking stupid.
They kicked my ass with Far Cry 6, and I was like, yeah, I'm not giving you guys money ever again. So,
Yeah, they did the same thing with Siege, where like that we were really on that for years, and then they kind of just slowly kind of, withered away there.
I predict Sony buys Ubisoft.
at this point, well, why not? How much could they be worth
I think
now?
Ubisoft just wants a lot of money though, and nobody's willing to pay it.
Let me see if they have a value.
Their games aren't worth shit, man.
No, they're even
But
their
what about-
older
Even
games are
EA,
cheap.
even EA turns around and says, "Okay, the game is a year old. It came out at $60, $5.99."
Right.
Ubisoft doesn't fucking do that.
But what about Just Dance?
Oh, the game's a year old and it didn't make any money. Make a Game of the Year edition and charge an extra $40 fucking on top of the what the hell?
They're saying that they're valued at like 3-point-something billion. No one's gonna pay that much
No
money
one's
for
gonna pay
them.
that shit.
No.
Minecraft was only $4 billion. Star Wars was only $4 billion. There's no way you're getting
Maybe
even
Vince
close
McMahon
to
could
that.
get them a buyer. I don't fucking know, but
I mean, yeah, no one's gonna buy. They're gonna probably just dissolve or sell off their assets separately.
they're gonna sell off their asses.
Sell Rayman to Nintendo, and then let the rest die. That's it. That's all I care about.
Give Rainbow Six to Xbox.
Might as well, sure. Did they do Splinter Cell? Is that Ubisoft? Okay, so Xbox could have that
Give
too, I
Splinter
guess.
Cell to Xbox and the other one.
You're never gonna see Watch Dogs again. That flopped. That's dead. You're
Well,
never gonna
reboot it.
see. I hope
That's
not.
what they do. They copy and paste over there at Ubisoft.
You didn't like Watch Dogs Legion?
What was this stupid Greek
but
game?
we put the guy from the first game in it. Like, who cares?
Great.
Fuck
Come on,
that guy.
Aiden. You don't like Aiden?
He was a piece of shit. He watched his boss murder somebody, and he was like, "Oh, all right, cool. I'm gonna go home now." And then the boss attacks him. He's like, "Oh my god, he's after me." It's like, what the hell did you think? You just witnessed the guy murder someone.
The first one only made money because there was no Grand Theft Auto yet, so people were buying it to like scratch that itch. But the second and third one are just not good.
Redpool, bring back the Kinect. Bring back Kinect.
Not the
Certain
Kinect.
games will only be played faithfully with body movements and voice. We need some more games
No.
like those.
You're never gonna see what's that Greek game that they plugged at first that launched and then it's like no money now.
Greek game.
Yeah, with you fly around as that girl and it's like Breath of the Wild, but it's in like Greece.
Oh,
That you're never gonna see that again. That's like dead.
oh god.
I can't
It's like
remember the name of it.
Monty Python bullshit.
Let me look it up. I mean, Rabbids will survive. Just
Dude,
Dance
I
will
have
survive.
Vietnam Phoenix Rising.
Phoenix Rising. Oh, Phoenix Immortals
I ha-
Rising. Yes.
Immortal Phoenix Rising.
Yes.
I have like friggin' Vietnam flashbacks. The fact that launched with the Series X fucking traumatizes me.
There was nothing else.
There was nothing else for months.
Yeah.
And they made it seem like it was a serious game. You're like, oh wow, it's like a Kid Icarus game. And it's a fucking piece of shit game.
Yeah, it was so bad. And then it dropped all the way down to like no money after like a couple
Yo,
months.
camera, stop fucking blacking me out over here. What the hell?
Yeah,
Immortals.
those are games that are just gonna die and you'll never see them again. They'll probably sell Far Cry to someone. They'll sell Assassin's
More
Creed.
like fart cry. Oh,
Yeah.
it smells. I'm crying now.
That was horrible. 6 was like the worst ever. They really just messed up.
I was playing a little bit of it, and then I'm hearing they hired Spanish people to put on a hardcore Spanish accent that's like a
Right.
parody of itself. It's like, why'd you just have these people talk regularly?
But they also sucked the life out of the gameplay. They like in the other games, you would just play however you wanted. This
Hey,
game,
man,
they're
you
like,
gotta shoot the fucking guy because he's fucking sitting down in the fucking chair eating fucking food outside. It's like, shut up!
I hate that. I hate that.
Stop
But they sucked the life out of it.
overacting.
Just terrible. They just totally botched that game. It's one after the other botches.
I remember watching the stream, and it looked like dull. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Like the Falconeer.
was fun for, like,
I never
an
even
hour.
played the Falconeer. What is the Falconeer bundle? It comes with the Falconeer game.
The Falconeer bundle.
When the systems came out, I had an extra one, and I had the Falconeer game, so I was gonna bundle it together, get rid of the game.
Right.
Game was free just to get it out of the store. And it said the Xbox Series X Falconeer bundle, and of course some idiot was like, "What is the Falconeer bundle?" And I said, "It comes with the Falconeer game. That's the fucking Falconeer bundle."
Oh, it
Do
doesn't
you
have
think
extra
I'm giving you
controllers?
$100,000 with a fucking Xbox that's $400? I mean, come on.
The guy probably wanted a falcon statue, a pet falcon.
I don't know
like,
what
he
the
wa-
fuck anymore. I don't know why people question these things. You see the game in the fucking photo and you see the machine.
People are just dumb.
What do you think? I'm giving you a fucking brand new car when you buy an Xbox?
He wanted a live falcon to bring
First level's
home.
with the girl supposed to follow you, and she only disappears until you get to the boat.
Ugh. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Ubisoft is
This
bad.
guy Anthony's doing drugs.
Yeah, I don't want to move on till he stops doing drugs. Hey, did you see the Halo Oreos though? Gonna go buy some Halo Oreos?
I'm alright.
Why do they do stupid stuff like that? That's not even good marketing.
Instead of making Halo Oreos, why don't you fix Halo?
I know. They're like, you could get an Oreo skin for your Infinite game. It's like,
Can I get fucking co-op already?
Or like, I don't know.
Can I get the rest of the game, please?
They have no faith in that game anymore. That's why they got
The
rid of it
minute
off
they
the box.
took it off the box, it was
Yep.
done.
And they're still updating
Less
Master
than a
Chief
year
Collection.
later, Forza's on the box. It's like, dude, that's it. They lost faith in the game completely.
That's like, could you imagine if they were still updating Vanguard after this Call of Duty came out? Like, they just moved on to the new Call of Duty. Microsoft's like, oh, we're still going to work on Master Chief Collection.
Yeah. What flavor are the Oreos they share? I want to know.
Master Chief flavor. No, they're just plain Oreos with like Spartan helmets on them. They're people flavored.
You see, if they were smart, they would have had the green cream filling or whatever.
Yeah, I think they're literally just plain with like a different shape. Like the cookie just has the picture on it.
So
Let
stupid.
me look it up. Yeah,
Did you
they have the
inject your
Xbox
heroin,
logo.
Anthony?
What the hell?
He said he left to do drugs.
No.
He injected his Turkey Hill ice cream.
Ew.
They should have been mint. That's true.
Yeah. Why not?
It should have tasted like Chief's butt cheeks in the TV show.
Ew.
We are the banished. No one knows who we are. They're the banished.
That game's been banished.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
The
still can't believe
storyline's
they
been
took that
banished.
off the box.
Me too. You have Chief on the chip inside the machine, but he's not on the box.
That's the game that you want people to play. And you took it off the box.
I don't know.
Forza on the fucking box. Let me tell you something. Every Series S should have had a little Halo Infinite logo on it. Like, if you're buying this machine, you better jump on this game because it's free to play. No excuse. It's simple stuff, man. Like, even if the game sucks, just put it on the damn box.
Market it hard so you get a player base.
So you get the player base going. Somebody might say, oh, Series S, what's that, Halo? Yeah, Halo's free when you buy any Xbox. You don't need to buy Xbox. Holy shit, give me that.
Yeah.
And they go online, they join, and they're on Halo. Like, what? What are you doing?
That's what Fortnite does. They just market the hell out of the game. They're
Fortnite
like,
pays
look,
Xbox to put them on the box.
Yeah.
Ooh, is that Fortnite? Give me them Xbox. Okay. Fall Guys did it too.
Yep.
Man, I don't know, man. They gotta figure something out with that.
It's like they made a free to play game and they didn't know how to like present it to you. Like Fortnite and Rocket League and Fall Guys is all marketing.
listen,
Look who we're collaborating
This is what
with.
you do, though. You sell the Series S. You have Halo on the box. Like, just put a little sticker or Master Chief on it.
Yes.
The online's free. You're inclined to buy it, play online. Like, wow, this game's really good. I want to play the story mode. Oh, you got to get Game Pass for the story mode. You just got a subscription.
That's how you market a free to play game. Exactly. Exactly. All
What?
these other companies can do it,
How
but they
hard
can't
is
do
that?
it.
But they fucking give up. And they don't care.
They literally
And I
just
feel
gave
bad
up
because the game is good. But there's just, once you're done with it, you're pretty much done with it. You can play online with everybody. It's still fun to play online, but you need more stuff for the online. They didn't keep up with it.
No.
They're trying to fix it now, but still, it's going to take a long time. But you took it off the box. Why? You need as many players as you can get on that thing.
And it's the most expensive video game ever made, apparently. So it's like, why did you just lose faith in it so quickly?
I don't know.
It's really hard to get people back. Like, even though they were having problems, they should have kept plugging it. Like, yo, this is like every chance you got. There should have been commercials put on the box, everything. But they just let it
I think
slip.
they could
and
get
now,
people back. They just gotta.
Almost like they knew what they had. They're like, fuck, this thing ain't done, but
Well,
it's
they knew
coming
what they
out.
had when they showed it off, and people complained about the way it looked. And they took a year to go back to the drawing board, and yeah, they made it look better, but
There wasn't complete maps and Forge mode or co-op from day one. And
I think they have a chance to fix the game. I think it's going to take a little bit, but when it's fixed, I think that's when more people are going to jump on it. Look at Master Chief Collection for the Xbox One. It launched broken, but people are so full of shit. They still ran out and bought the machine for that.
Oh yeah.
Because I was playing, and people were like, I couldn't get in the game. I was getting in.
Yeah, it was
I never
that
not got
bad.
into a game. I don't know what the fuck people were doing, but I was always getting in. But people are full of shit if they say, "Oh, it was broken. I didn't buy it." Nah, you bought a machine for it. Shut up.
And it's updated now, like even more.
It's beautiful
like, even
right now.
after
It's like the
Infinite.
best game ever. But it took them like 4 years to get it like fixed. Allegedly, because I was jumping on planes. I don't know what everyone else was doing, but
Yeah. I didn't play it at launch. I played it way later.
no Resident Evil news on the anniversary. They're not gonna put news on the 20th anniversary of a stupid game.
No, it's yeah, I mean it was Resident Evil 4's anniversary today.
Oh,
yesterday, I
did
guess.
you take it to prom, Anthony? And dance to
there
the
was
Dawson's Creek music. Woo woo.
Yeah.
Bunch of
The
dogs
anniversary.
barking.
But yeah, I never expect news on an anniversary day, you know. So
Just like
There you go.
Cyberpunk. They tried to get the people back. Even
Well, the
Maddie
show also helped
Palace
with that, too.
tried for chicks. What?
What?
for clicks.
Who's Maddie Palace?
I don't even know.
He's
I have
trying
no
for
idea.
chicks? Maddie Palace?
Clicks. I don't know.
He's playing Cyberpunk for chick. What chick is going to be like, oh my god, you're playing Cyberpunk? That's so hot.
Is that for the Wii? No.
The Switch? Oh.
Cyberpunk actually got their fan base back. It's been revving up.
Yeah, they definitely were able to save that.
Maddie
which is
Plays,
nice.
the guy who fucking threatened to quit YouTube because he didn't get like 10 views. Oh, I
Embarrassing.
think I have to reevaluate my channel, guys. I might have to quit. And then, like, the ABK news broke, and he's like, oh! Like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, of course. I'm done. Just kidding.
I'm done, guys. Microsoft won't let me play Nintendo on my Xbox.
There's a reason it hasn't been hacked.
Microsoft, there's a reason why. I come to your house at 3 o'clock in the morning and bang on your windows.
He's just outside that giant building in Washington, banging on the door, like when he's there. I'll go to Nintendo next and bang on their windows if you don't give me what I want.
You better put Metroid 4 on the old original Switch.
Oh my god.
You promised me, Nintendo.
Metroid Prime 4. What a joke.
It's
So
Nintendo.
bad.
They can't get it to run on their own fucking hardware.
No. But somehow they're going to give me a Zelda game in 4 months. So I don't know.
Rest in peace, Zelda.
I definitely will not be paying for that. So
It's gonna run at like 5 frames a second, probably.
yeah, they after Pokemon, that's it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that should be the nail in the
What
coffin.
happened
for
to
that argument.
Nintendo? The guy that took over was a younger guy. He's like around my age, a little
Yeah.
bit younger than me. And when the guy came in, he said, "We're gonna do the 4K stuff. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that." And then all the fucking old guard called him into a meeting, and the next day he's just like, "Yeah, we're just gonna do the OLED Switch." We're just
I
gonna
think
do
that's
this."
what
It's
happened.
like,
I really do. I think they just won't let him do it.
yeah,
He
the guy
wants to
just
do it, but
phoned
they
it
won't let
in.
him do it. But if you think about it, usually it's after somebody comes in, it's the next one, the next console that's like they're like better because they can't really do anything. Like he came in and the Switch was already like made, so maybe his next one will be better. I don't know, but they have to. They have no choice. Like this
Excuse
is
me.
it.
We need a
But
new
we'll
hardware
see.
for the Switch.
Desperately need new hardware. We say it all the time, but it's true.
That Zelda game should have debuted. Originally it was, but should have debuted, man.
I'd rather not play it this year and wait. If they were gonna do
You
that,
know
but
that's
they're
what
not.
they're gonna do though. When they release the new one, they're gonna re-release that one.
They did it with Wii U and Switch. I'm sure they will. I'm sure you're right.
Man, you know what, man? Fuck Nintendo. I'm not buying shit.
That's why I'm not spending money on it. We've all decided.
Go on
like,
eBay.
No way.
Get an unpatched Switch and pirate all the fucking games. Because you know what?
Just
They don't
pirate
care
it.
about you, so why should I care about them? I gave them enough money.
I know.
I got like 25 Switches anyway.
Yeah,
They scammed us for too long.
It's annoying because it's just been running like shit for so long, and it's a shame they're gonna put out Zelda like that. Hopefully, Zelda just gets delayed. There's no date, and it comes out with the
Nintendo
console.
should just cut a deal with Microsoft and say, you know what? We're gonna do our thing, but we're gonna give you some games. So you can get Zelda Tears of the Kingdom at 60 FPS
Yes.
in 4K on the Series X. That's not going to cut into Nintendo's business because you want the portability factor of Nintendo.
Right.
Plus, you have all these fucking crazy people like, oh, it's not really Zelda if it's not played on Nintendo hardware. Like your buddies, Anthony. Resident Evil needs to be played on PlayStation controller because it came out on PlayStation. Hey, shut up.
What about GameCube?
Yeah, right. Resident Evil 4 should be played on the Switch. Resident Evil 4 Remake. Come on. It debuted on
Wii
Nintendo.
Nunchuck only, please.
No. It didn't come out. It came out on the Cube. You gotta play on a little crappy controller.
Like you said before, as a concession for Nintendo putting their games, they could do xCloud on the Switch, and it would
Well,
sell like
Nintendo
crazy.
and Microsoft are buddy. Why don't they just cut a deal?
They should.
Hey, if you put Mario Brothers on the Xbox, you know how people buy an Xbox just to play Mario Brothers?
That would be
And Nintendo
heaven.
gets a cut out of that. They could do a 50-50 fucking deal. Nintendo will still make crazy money.
Yep, and then let them put xCloud over there so they still sell Switches, and everybody's happy.
That could be the bargain. Hey, you keep 100% of it if we put cloud on your thing.
Yep. That would be it. And we'd actually get to
win-win.
enjoy the games.
They'd be the I don't know, the power trip, 2-man power trip.
I mean, that would even kick like PC's ass, because if it was like Nintendo games are on there, like, dude, it'd be crazy. There would be like no way to stand against that.
I would just totally do that. I would cut that deal. I would have a meeting with them and be like, what can we do to work this out? Nintendo will make more money. People would not buy a Nintendo. People are going to buy a Switch for portability. They got that market. Nintendo obviously doesn't want to make a box. They don't want to spend the money on it. Microsoft already has blown all their fucking money on these boxes. Just cut a fucking deal and everybody wins.
Even start small. Be like, hey, put Metroid over here. Let's see how it does. Like, you don't have to be like, oh, Mario
This way,
Odyssey 2.
I can
day
enjoy
one.
Zelda in 4K 60 and I don't have to play it on a little piece of shit. The Tegra X1 is in the Ouya from 2009, 2010, whenever the hell that thing came out. 2011?
So, something like that. It's over 10 years old, for sure.
It's the same chip in the Ouya, and everyone makes fun of the Ouya. It's like, yeah, but the same shit's in the Switch. Ooh, well, Doom's a technical marvel. No, it runs like shit.
My phone runs games better than the Switch.
That's true.
Which is messed
Pokemon
up.
Go's it's 120 hertz, right?
Yeah, it's so smooth. I don't know.
Why come out with a new one and shit one keeps selling? That's true. That's why they do it. But that's
now,
why. This is why the fucking internet needs to just call these companies out. Instead, it's the opposite. Oh, you should expect a broken Pokemon game. No, you shouldn't.
none of the other ones.
If you
were
order
broken.
a granite countertop, Anthony, and they deliver the thing with a huge fucking crack in the middle, you're gonna go, oh well, that's what I get for getting delivery.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna call the fucking tile company and be like, yo, motherfucker, you just delivered me a granite countertop I paid $2,000 for, and it's got a big crack in it. You better send me another one.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be like, well,
Absolutely.
that's what you expect when you buy
Yeah.
a granite countertop.
I guess there's nothing else I can do. Nope.
It's only the internet because all these people are stupid. They're all fanboys. It's like you gotta call them out.
I don't even know where that came from
It's
because
the
none of
final
the other.
fucking straw, my man. When games can't run on the hardware, you have a platform to tweet at Nintendo and say, listen, this shit ain't gonna cut it no more. You got people signing petitions for like stupid shit like, ooh, bring back the blue M&M or something. Like, it's like, what?
Bring back the blue M&M.
He never went away, but still, you get stupid things like that. What you should do is get petitions to get these companies to listen. It doesn't work 99% of the time, but there's a 1% chance it might work. But tweet at them. Be like, look, this is unacceptable. And nobody does it.
We're almost, 2 months into the...
Sony guys, they beg Sony, please charge us more money. It's like, motherfucker, you're not paying my bills. I don't want to pay $100 for a fucking game. Kiss my ass. Holy shit. Can you imagine if you had to go get your car fixed and the mechanic's like, it's $500 and you're like, please charge me more money because you did a very nice job fixing my car. The mechanics would be like, okay,
thank you.
$1,800. No, I want to pay more than that.
Jeez.
What are you doing?
Literally,
and then you get in the car and it goes down the street and it blows up again. And well, that's what I get.
I should have expected it from a crappy mechanic.
Nintendo Switch is the absolute best. Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Other tool bags.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, but you have to understand something. Those are their channels. Like, at the end of the day, you can make fun of them all you want. Right. But that's what their channels are based on.
But in next week, Pokemon will be...
O.J. Simpson talks about the Switch?
Probably. He probably
That's what he wrote. Switch.
Oh. Yep. Pokemon's going to be 2 months old, and they didn't even acknowledge anything. So, F them. I'm not doing it anymore.
Completely unnecessary.
But I don't know where this narrative came from because the other games were not broken. Like, they were low quality. They were like, they didn't look great, but they played fine. This game is just broken. And they're like, oh, well, it's a Pokemon game. It's like, it must be coming from people who never played the games.
If the game was free to play, fine.
Right.
You're paying $60. Some people are buying the double packs. They're paying $120.
Right here. We bought the double pack.
Oh, Jay Simpson. What the hell?
He's definitely playing Switch.
Drew Woodson runs like ass on a Switch this train wreck. I don't know, man. Back in the day when I was growing up, if something was fucked up, you got your money back. Now today it's like, oh wells, I just blew all my money.
Those are wells.
I can't complain, or I'm a Karen, or I'm a Dick, or I'm a Harry, whatever the fuck. No, you need to complain about shit. Yeah. That's how things get done.
Especially when you spend a lot of freaking money on something.
That's how the show started, basically. It's like us just, it's not like we started the show when, like, there wasn't bullshit going on. There's a lot of bullshit going on at that time for the consoles and everything, so it kind of just made sense. But it's still the same thing. It's like, you have to speak when there's shit wrong with the products that you support, especially if you spend money and invest a lot of time and money into this shit, like gaming and consoles and PCs and all this bullshit. And we've dealt with problems on all of our ends with each brand and company you could think of throughout the years, so...
They were supposed to deliver... Okay, this is like almost 10 years ago now. They were delivering my fridge. I think it was Home Depot. Home Depot or Lowe's. I don't remember. One of them. It was Home Depot, I think. And we had the delivery date scheduled. It was like the 23rd of December. Or it was Christmas Eve. Oh, it was one of them. It was right there. And they called us. So like, oh yeah, we'll be there. So. So my wife and I, we both took off work that day. Like 7:30 at night. Oh no. It was like maybe I don't know what time it was, but they never called us back because they said, "Yeah, we're around the area. We'll be there in a little bit." The delivery guys. So we called Home Depot, and the guy was like, "Yeah, they should be there." So nobody came, nobody called or anything. So we called back, and they're like, "Yeah, those guys went home at 6:00." It's like, what? They were supposed to come here by like 7:30.
Yeah, what the hell?
The guy's like, "Yeah, they went home already." I called Home Depot. I tweeted at them. They got back to me. I called Home Depot. I said, well, they called me or whatever. Whatever. The tweet ended up in a phone call because they did the DM thing. I talked to them. I told them, hey, it's bullshit. We took off of work and everything. Well, and tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Like, we got to go meet family and stuff like that. Like, yo, I got a phone call. I think the company was in Texas or something. From like the president of like Home Depot.
What the fuck?
And he's like, I guarantee you it's going to be there tomorrow. And how about I give you $600 off the fridge? We'll refund it to your card.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
It was there the next day. In a timely manner, because they knew I had to go meet family or whatever. And the guy was like, oh, we tried to call you yesterday. I'm like, you full shit, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking
get the
nobody.
fuck out of here.
They installed everything, boom. But $600 off the fridge. It was like a $1,500 fridge. So that's what you got to do. They fucked you over. Look, we both took off of work that day, and I told the guy that. And that's probably why he gave us
lost
$600.
money to pretty much stay there. Yeah.
But that's what you got to do. Now, when you go to the store and they put too much, I don't know. They don't put enough whipped cream on your fucking coffee. You're like, hey, you motherfucker. Like, you can't do that. That's stupid.
Yeah, no, exactly. But especially when people are fucking with your time and your money, that's when it's fucked up.
We both took off of work, so there was money right there.
They did the exact same thing to me. I was having material delivered to finish the inside. It was like a $1,500 order. And they called me all day long, jerked me around, and then at the end of the day, the guy's like, "Oh, I'm across the river," and I was like, So I called and complained. They gave me money off, and they came like first thing the next morning. It was like the exact same situation.
You gotta do that, man.
Yeah, when you're spending all that money,
bread, yeah.
Like... And I was like, I told them, I was like, I have guys working here now. I need that stuff like now. Like you screwed up. Like I scheduled this.
When I first moved up here,
I'm hiring people for this shit.
When I first moved up here, I went to the Quick Check over there. And they gave me a burger. They made burgers. There was a fucking fly in the bun. And I didn't even eat it. I saw it when I opened the wrapper. I took a picture and I posted it on the Facebook. Some dick face was like, suck it up and just eat it.
What?
And I just wrote, go fuck yourself.
Why would you eat it? Just
because he's one of those people that gets mad when people complain about shit.
It's not like you went in there and threw it in the person's face. You're like, hey, there's a fly in here.
And I went, and what happened was they saw it. They had me go to the store. The manager gave me like burgers, and they were like, we're going to make sure everything's good or whatever. But they actually talked to me and all this other shit. Like they're trying to, it was weird. It's like I won a Nobel Peace Prize or some shit. And I'm like, dude, like,
get the fucking flies out
of the
store.
burger.
I just wanted my $3 back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you just shouldn't have flies around in your fucking place of work with like food and shit. Like it happens. Like I understand. Like you can't get rid of
No,
every
but let me
fly.
tell you something.
It
People
shouldn't
that
be in the
get
fucking food.
people that get mad at you for complaining and speaking out, they go fuck themselves. Now, if you're being like an asshole, that's a different story.
Yeah, if you're being like you just said, like if you like, oh, they put too much cream in the whatever, and you just start screaming and yell, like there's things that can be fixed, right? But like
Yes.
it's just like when it's when it's something like, especially when it's like food related or something that you have to actually like put in your body, which isn't shouldn't have bugs and hair and shit. Like should be a quality of service that it's like, okay, there should be something going on here, but yeah, like it's go about it the right way. Is just but you're nowadays you're a dickhead if you say anything. It's like, dude, you can speak your mind, and especially like you said, like I think going to Twitter is nice for some of those companies, especially like you said, like Home Depot or some of these places that if they're fucking with you and you can't get a hold of corporate or someone that like can help you, if you tweet at them, like they do have people that check that shit. That is a good way to, a good like little pointer for some people. If you need to complain, like go into the social media stuff. I know people that even got through with YouTube and stuff like that too. Like to actually
we did
talk
with
to
Micro
somebody.
Center, me and Jeff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like that actually does kind of work with.
And we made fun of the guy. We didn't know they were going to contact us. We made fun of the guy.
Oh yeah,
we said the guy was backing up all his porn, and and they fucking gave us gift cards.
That was crazy because I remember he talked on the video too. They saw the video.
Yeah,
that was the craziest. They found the channel and they were like, they literally found this channel and they're like,
we called him Damian Sandow and everything.
Because you were telling me the story. Because I remember you guys were telling me the story on that episode about like your experience there, and that's what that ended up becoming, like about like the dude putting on the stickers on the items and shit like that, and I think that was that
me
time.
and him.
That was when we went the Smelly Man.
Oh no!
Okay, the guy was chasing us around to put stickers on stuff. When he talked,
he didn't help us
smelled like fucking shit was just coming right out of his mouth. Okay.
The whole aisle smelled up. It was horrid.
Oh no!
And he didn't even help us get the item. He was just stealing someone else's.
Yeah, because they put that stuff on there.
We were putting stuff in our cart, and he would be walking around the aisle, stopping, and he'd be like, "Oh."
We're trying to avoid him. Like it was horrible.
So you know what we did when we got to the register? I said, "Frank, peel all those fucking stickers off."
He made us smell him. He's not getting commission.
Yeah, it's like fuck this.
Yeah, but he was following us because, like, even when we were looking at stuff, he'd be like sticking his head in the aisle, and then he'd be like
he's
circling around.
Like, that's so stupid.
But he smelled so bad.
You don't put the right amount of cream cheese on my bagel, we have problems. Oh, there you go.
Ugh.
Shit. Says RWK.
I'm gonna check deal of the day real quick.
It's like the guy just ate shit for like lunch or something.
Oh god.
It really smelled, and it was like it smelled the whole aisle.
He had like gingivitis, like or some shit. Like
it was worse than that.
It is literally nasty. I'm still disgusted.
Brush his teeth with fucking shit. Like, oh shit.
He did.
Oh, it's disgusting.
But how do you go to work like that?
Especially if you're in sales, like like even when I was at Best Buy, like I at least made sure I was presentable. I didn't look like I rolled out of bed and didn't brush my teeth in 5 days. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta take care of yourself, man. Have hygiene.
The guy was dressed decently, but his breath smelled like shit.
Someone needs to buy him some gum, you know?
And I was spending a lot of money. I was building my whole computer. I don't want to
Someone needs to buy him new fucking teeth, dentures or something.
Get him some what is that? Icebreakers or fucking whatever.
If I'm gonna spend like $800, you better be clean. All
Dirty
right?
mouth? Clean it up with Orbit, you bastard.
So the knives are on sale, but it's not telling me how much. The knives that we always buy.
Right.
Oh yeah. The Knives of Doom.
Anyway, the deal of the day sucks.
The iRobot, you don't want the Roomba i7 for $550.
I'm good.
It's normally $899. You can get an Insignia 24-inch for $70. Microsoft Surface laptop for $850. The knives are $12.99 apparently.
Oh, okay, it didn't load for me.
Bella Pro Series air fryer for $30. Bunch of kitchen shit.
Did you see there's a 4 terabyte what's that thing called? NVMe. It's $399
Holy fuck.
with heatsink for PS5. So if you want to put 4 terabytes,
$100 per terabyte sounds right to me, right?
it's normally
shit.
$529. That's ridiculous.
Sounds like a deal to me.
Oh, I gotta send you something, Anthony. I totally forgot. Okay. So I found the promo ad for Friday the 13th on NES. And once again, if you zoom in, there's a different Jason in the game.
What?
He's actually frightening, and probably that's why they changed it. I'll send it in the room right now. Look at that. It's the bottom photo of a screenshot.
He's not like purple.
Yeah, and he looks scary.
Oh.
He looks
And
like
he's
part
like,
3 Jason.
He's like 3
That-
times the size.
Because that's what they're showing here. They show part 3 Jason, and that makes sense why they even chose that photo.
Right.
Because that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like.
That looks scarier than what they gave us.
Yeah, because at the time, this came out in what, 88? But then they used like so they used that in there, but then they used like the Kane Hodder Jason on the front of the NES cartridge or the cover. So That's
Right.
very interesting that they kind of took different. Yeah, that would have been a lot better. Icebreakers are for the emergency cases. Well, that dude was probably in need of some icebreakers, according to them. So
His teeth literally went to shit. Tooth decay. Sounds like he needed a Tic Tac. Dude, a Tic Tac
It is,
would have fucking melted the minute he put it in his mouth.
well, today's technically the 12th, but yeah, tomorrow is Friday the 13th, actually.
I
So
don't know.
hopefully we'll get an announcement about that show or something, or they'll show something. Be like, yo,
What show?
well,
the
are they
TV
working
show?
on that show? I was gonna say, haven't been they filming or working on it
I
or
don't
something?
know.
Who knows?
It,
Maybe give us a poster or some shit. I don't fucking know. Give us something. It's been fucking a million years.
I'm not eating a Tic Tac. I'm eating Ludens. Clear up my
I hope-
throat over here.
I hope nothing weird happens when we go back to Micro Center again.
Motherfucker, you better have the camera ready because who knows
I
what the
know.
hell's gonna happen.
Gotta get the
more
GoPro so you
stories.
can put it in your cart, and you can just like
When's the Scream 6 trailer? Soon.
Yeah, if it's coming out in March, I'm sure they'll put it out this month or next month or something like that.
It's supposed to be out. Yeah, the trailer's supposed to be out by the end of this.
Because they
month.
put out that poster or whatever, and then yeah, so they'll probably do it soon.
I don't know how you gonna do that movie.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know. I hope she's in it. I hope they're fooling everybody.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of I don't know, just some kind of like better conclusion to the shit that they tried to tie up there in 5, because it just didn't. I don't know. Again, you just do that legacy character bullshit and you take them out and you kill them off, and it just, like I said, that just really ruined the vibe for me. I was like, you didn't have to do that, and I don't know.
It's gonna be at the Xbox show.
Yeah, they'll just be like, by the way, guys, here we go.
It'll be released the same
Scream
day as
6.
GoldenEye.
There's never been a Scream game, has there?
Not yet.
It's just Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. Just been and then Roger Jackson did the voice and everything. Same thing with Call of Duty. They got Roger Jackson to do the voice.
By the way, 3 more Persona games are coming to Xbox, and there's an Xbox Persona controller by Razer.
But Perry, I thought
Oh my god. You have me cracking up with that.
The Ric Flair shit was fucking hilarious. I literally like woke up and I was dying. I was like,
Yeah, we were told a few years ago in our chat room that Xbox will never get great exclusives like Persona, but they seem to be getting all the Persona games already,
yeah,
and they're
different
getting the
editions and
hardware,
stuff like
Persona
that.
hardware.
I was gonna say it's like exclusive to that brand. I mean, they seem to be
Yeah.
doing pretty fucking well in that case.
It will
It's crazy.
It will
never.
never be there.
I guess not. I don't know.
You know, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, January 19th you get the Personas, and then the 20th you get Monster Hunter. So,
Oh no,
oh sorry, I mean
no, we
it's
don't get
never
those
happened.
games. Are you kidding me? Whoa. It's gonna be at the Xbox show. No, it isn't. Nothing's gonna be at the Xbox show.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, I've noticed the Microsoft store. There isn't shit.
I like how he
4
said that. There isn't
headsets.
shit.
It's a few controllers.
Also, RW asked if I had any RE stuff for sale. I don't. I don't have anything like for
You ain't
sale.
selling shit, bro. You're gonna have to break in his house and steal everything.
But sometimes, like, if I'm able to ever find extra copies and stuff like that, like, I'll let you guys know if I ever stumble up, across stuff that I'm actually getting rid of. But yeah, a lot of the stuff I try to find, I try to hunt for myself and just keep,
Yep.
like, um, the Resident Evil 4 chainsaw controller. Like, I don't have that, but that's always like,
I haven't.
oh yeah,
You'll have
we
it.
showed it off in the video.
When I die, you'll get it.
You got the red PS2 one, which is really cool.
Yeah, GameStop was throwing that away, by the way. I was
Yeah,
doing dumpster diving before YouTube was doing that shit. I wasn't
he
dumping
was.
into that. The dumpster was shorter than me, and they were leaving shit on the side of it because they were coming back and picking it up. But they
They
didn't
would try to
realize that.
leave it. Yeah, they didn't realize that someone noticed that they were doing it, right? So they
Yeah.
thought they could scheme it, put it on the side, and then come back for it after their shift. And then you would just come in and like fuck up their day.
Well,
You're
what
like, "Oh,
happened was, now
trash."
this is gonna piss a lot of people off listening. In like 2009, I went to GameStop with Ryan, and I saw a box of N64 games, and it said "Field Destroy," which means they throw them away. And they weren't sports; they were like actual games. Resident Evil 2 was in there, bunch of shit. And I was like, "Oh, I'm coming back tonight. They're throwing that box out." I never got the damn box of games, but I got a bunch of other shit. And I sold that shit on eBay and everything. I traded a lot of stuff back into them and they took it.
God.
That's
They
awesome.
threw out like these Donkey Kong bongo things. I took them. I traded them right back in. I got like $200 worth of shit in
That's
store
awesome.
credit.
That's great.
I threw a lot of stuff out, man.
And you found the
Stuff.
RE4 chainsaw controller in there?
It was in there. The handle is broken, but you could just glue it back on. I have to find the extension. It came with the controller extensions. Yeah, that'll be yours because I don't fucking need it when I'm dead.
That's a hell of a find.
So is Operation Steelbook worth anything? No,
I don't
give
know.
it over.
I don't know if it's worth. I don't know if it's worth.
I don't know if it's worth any
much.
money of.
Worth any money. I don't know. Because ORC had like they had a Best Buy edition as well, but I don't remember if that was the Steelbook or not.
Target had the Steelbook of the 360 version. I don't know if that's something different.
Because I have the Steelbook of the. Let me check it right now of the PS3 one. Let me just see if it's worth anything. I doubt it. Who knows? With Resident Evil, you don't know. $30.
That's
So, without the slipcover, it's 30. So with the slip, probably 40. 40 to 50.
Maybe. You should have gave him your Ryby, Bill Clinton. Who?
From the Game Awards. He just spelled it so wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're just
Fuck the
360.
Game Awards.
Does yours have the
360.
slip though? Does it have the slippity doo dah?
Just checking for any more news while we're chilling.
Gotta have the slip.
So GameStop can't sell those big promo stands in their stores. Collectors pay good money for those.
The best part about this steelbook though is the back. That's pretty cool.
You know what they do, ACR? They give them to the employees. Sometimes they give them to the customers, depending on if they know the guys.
The lady
can't
was
sell
selling them
them?
at the flea market.
Yeah, they can't sell them, but they can give them away after like a certain period.
Yeah, there's a lady selling them at the flea market. She said she worked there like before, and she
Yeah,
got
so
them all
she
when
took
she
'em
worked
all.
there. Yep, and then
That's
sold them
bullshit.
to people.
Yeah, like I have the Outbreak File 2 GameStop standee thing that I got off of someone that just had it on like a listing locally, and I
Wow.
got it for like $30. And he just wanted to get rid of them. He had other shit too, but like I only got so Outbreak File 2. I do have that one, and it's pretty cool because Outbreak File 1 and 2 are actually pretty decent games when you can play them with the online stuff. So it's cool to have, and yeah, it's rare as fuck. I mean, they would throw them out. So I also have like I have a Resident Evil. So when I worked at Best Buy, I would always like claim these posters that would get put up for the display. I would write my name on the back, or like some people would get the Nintendo ones, right? But sometimes I'd see when they put them out. And I do have I have a Mortal Kombat one with Scorpion on it, which is pretty cool.
Right.
I have a Red Dead Redemption 2 one on it. I have a Resident Evil 3 one with Jill, which is really cool that they never used because they actually had it, it came out in April and so of that year, and they never put it up because the store was closed. And I remember I was working the truck and my manager was like, yo, dude, like we're about to throw this out. Do you want this? Because we never put it up. And I was like, yeah, I'll take that. And it said Resident Evil 3 had because with Resident Evil 2, they didn't have a cool display. It was literally the case pasted on like a white like background that just said Resident Evil 2. It was so dumb. I was like, why do they have a shipper for RE3 but not 2? I don't know. But yeah, those things are always cool. And then there's GameStop posters as well. I got like a RE7 GameStop poster that they throw out. The only problem with their posters is they always put that like power up bullshit on it or rewards thing.
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
stamp it on everything. So like the Best Buy ones were clean. That's why I liked them because they didn't say Best Buy, it didn't say anything. So I have a couple of them hanging around that are really cool. I don't really have anywhere to put them yet, but like just one day I'll have them, somewhere.
RWK would you take $10K for your RE collection, Anthony?
No.
Ooh.
Damn.
Put another 0, he might change his mind.
$100 grand?
100K? No.
Really?
wish somebody would-
for 100,000?
There's gonna be more there's gotta be more pep in the collection, before I consider doing that.
Yeah,
Gotta get more
100,000 will
stuff
anchor
in
you to a house, though.
If someone offered me
That's
100
true.
grand for all my stuff, I would take it immediately. I'd be like, bye.
They can take it,
100K?
and they can come here and get it.
Yeah.
That price.
yeah.
Like, I don't want nothing to do, just give me the
Yeah.
money, take
Yep.
the shit, get
I
out.
don't know. I never thought about it, RWK. I never thought about it.
And another 0, he'll consider it. And you'll be broke. Were you working the street corners with the truck? What?
The street corners by the truck. ACR says 10K is a low ball. No, I worked at Best Buy and I was working the truck. That's what I meant by that. When you work truck, you have to unload a bunch of
You have to
fucking
unload
shit
all the
to the store.
merchandise.
Yeah. And back then, we pretty much had to do anything we could because at that time, that's just the way it was. It was during 2020, so we had to do what we had to do, and that was doing the truck was it was a bitch, but everyone had to do their shit. Everyone had to hold it down, get the shit done, and they were hot too in the summer. Man, they're fucking hot. Like, cause those trailers were just sitting there like that whole time while they were unloading, and the sun's just cooking down on that. Yeah, that's why I never did inventory there, but at the time you had to do that. So
Those trucks are stainless steel too.
yeah, oh
So
yeah.
you're fine in them.
You gotta wear shorts and like a short sleeve, basically.
Any questions? I'm gonna pull up our sponsors here.
Questions now.
Thank Liquor Sandwich, Jamie and Poe. Thank you for being a member of the channel. Appreciate
Thank
it,
you.
buddy.
Yeah, thanks for supporting us always.
We go here. I want to thank our sponsors on Patreon for the Game Complainers podcast: JB Zombie 89, Abo, and Hockey Fan. Thank you for being sponsors of the Game Complainers podcast.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Also want to thank for the super chats earlier. I want to thank Trainwreck, Kama, RWK, and ACR. Let's see if
Appreciate
anybody
it.
else I'm missing.
Thanks a lot.
No, I'm all the way at the
Appreciate it.
beginning. Okay, good. So yes, thank you so much for the super chats tonight. Appreciate it. Unloading sucks in the summer. Yeah, man. I do it every summer. You know what I really hate about fucking retail? GTA 6 at the Xbox? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think
This
done.
guy.
You know what I hate about it? Retail inventory.
Horrible.
It's awful.
Dude, I had to do like 10 items tonight. Because, okay, so I have a guy coming in tomorrow. Let's see if he shows up. He wants to buy like every NES game that I have in the store.
Holy shit.
He's like, I'm doing a collection, blah, blah, blah. He called when I was streaming.
So he's got some dough to drop.
Yeah, I hope it's not friendly fraud where he charges everything and then does a chargeback. Then I lose all my fucking merchandise. But anyway, that guy. What was I saying about this whole thing?
Your inventory.
Inventory.
I had to double check the prices. Some of the games I had for $5 on the shelf, they're now $65.
I believe it. It's crazy.
So I had to make sure, like, okay, the complete in box.
So when he
games that I had.
sees them, he's seeing them for the current price, basically.
Yes, because I haven't updated those prices in a long time because we haven't been there, and prices of games are fucking shooting up like crazy now. I'm
Only
almost
takes a couple
embarrassed to
years,
put
right?
prices on these things. What?
No, I'm saying it only takes a couple years, but that, like you said, you have to go back and now do more work. But just to make sure that it's everything's up to snuff.
I gotta reprice the shelf. That's nothing. But when I worked in Best Buy and CompUSA and all those places, it was like a fucking event just to do inventory. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
And then the sign fucking printer always breaks, and you got to deal with that bullshit, and like you
Well,
have to print out shit. Now they got
I
the
went
e
there-
tags and shit.
I went to work to buy something at like 8:00 at night, and my manager was like, "Hey, if you help us out, you could take tomorrow off." And I'm like, "You want me to fucking work right now?" I was in my regular clothes. They're like, "Yeah, if you can work for like 6 hours, you'll give it a whole day off tomorrow." I was like, "Whatever." I worked inventory. It was a fucking pain in the ass. But I did it. RWK88 with another $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Says enjoyed you all. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Madden 14 on Xbox. I'll check. What were you saying? It?
Oh no, I was just saying, yeah, no, that shit definitely gets annoying, especially because we had like, people doing, you were getting so many online picks during that time, like the online sales were like outweighing like we would hit budget just off of online sales,
Yeah.
during that time, especially those couple years there, and they were doing full on like curbside pickup too, and that shit was all like coming through different. So you had to split the team up in like different. It was a shit show on top of a shit show.
feel like I owe you for RE3 shipping. Sister-in-law says it's all right, man. It's not a big deal. I had to get rid of that thing, and you helped me out by taking it. So we're squared up. Here's the thing with UPS. If I sent it UPS, they might have
never
lost that
get it.
shit. The post office is a pain in the ass, but I trust them.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. I've had problems with UPS too. Didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah, I've had problems with them in the past, like losing shit or like dealing with. So it's like every time I've gone post office, it's been fine. You know,
The
even though
only issue I had
yeah.
with post office, and they paid me back for it. I sold a pair of Beats headphones after I had surgery. I was using them when I went to Florida. Came back, I didn't need them, so I sold them. I put them in the post office has shoe boxes, and it fit perfectly in the shoebox. Somebody fucking stole it because they thought it was a pair of Jordans or something. And the guy emailed me like a month later, like, "Hey, I never got my headphones." I was like, "Oh shit!" And I found out what was going on. I had to file a claim or whatever. Paid the guy back, and then the post office paid me back, and they actually gave me a little bit more money. So,
yeah.
but that's the only time I ever had a problem. FedEx recently lost my wife's phone from Samsung. Samsung was sending us the phone. It got to Tennessee, Memphis, and just like Elvis, it never returned.
And someone's using it on the toilet as we speak.
Yeah, as we speak, yeah.
And fucking Samsung refunded us all the money.
And what sucks is you did that like way before Christmas, and that was so stupid. Like you did it like ahead of time, and they still fucked with the package. Like,
Yeah,
it's like you didn't even do it during like peak holiday like shipping and all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? You did it like early.
yeah.
You know, I'm sure it was like late November, right? Or like early, like maybe early December.
I think
but
we waited till Black Friday to see what the deals were, and then we just jumped
yeah,
on it because she needed a new phone, and we never had a problem ordering from Samsung. Now there was a problem, and it was FedEx, and I was like, you know what, man, fuck these places.
then you had to go to Best Buy,
Went to
right?
Best Buy, and then Best Buy turned around and was like, well, you're not doing the trade in today because they want you to do the trade in like as soon as you get there.
Yeah, they want you to get rid of your old
And
shit.
she's
Yeah.
like, I'm not sitting here for 2 hours to transfer all my shit. So we bought it at the price it was at, it was on sale. But they had to do a return and then re-ring it in and then give us the price off of it because the price went all the way back up on it. It was such a pain in the ass. But whatever, it's all done. It's just a pain. I'll let you know if I have Madden 14. FedEx will still the fuck out of that phone. Yeah, well, let them deal with the
Elvis
Samsung.
took it. Who knows?
Not like Earl Hebner over here.
Oh no! See, that would stop people from stealing at FedEx. That's what they got to do over there.
See that dude who won Elvis won like a Golden Globe or something like that. They're like talking about that
Oh.
shit.
That
Fucking
guy.
Elvis.
Elvis.
Oh, that guy. We just watched that the other day too.
Really?
Yeah. They took
Does
it
it-
off YouTube,
No.
but I have it.
Do they still make new ones of that?
No, they stopped
Oh,
because of the whole thing, the lockdown. They couldn't do anything. Should I leave my RE4K set sealed? No, open
No.
it.
Okay, so, yeah, no, open that shit. You're fine.
They're gonna make 12K movies. Then what are you gonna
They're gonna keep releasing them, so you know,
do? Enjoy them.
just enjoy them, man.
And if you want them
Transfers are
sealed,
good too. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's one thing if like the transfers were shitty, but they're pretty good. I mean, they were shot like at least the first three were shot on film and they look really good. And then even after the fact, you know, they look pretty good. So
I don't want to go.
regardless of the content of the films, you know, but
Oh, I'll say this: enjoy them, and if they go on sale for like $10, the box set, just buy it and keep it sealed. But I don't
yeah.
think you have anything to worry about. I think they'll be putting these on media for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Enjoy them. The movies suck. I agree, but I'm not. I'm just telling you, if you have it, why not?
I mean, the first three are pretty entertaining. You know what I mean? They're not perfect.
I saw 1 and 2. I never saw 3. I saw 4 and 5. I think.
Extinction was the last good one.
I
In my
saw the
opinion,
one where
because
Chris Redfield's locked up in a bamboo fucking
Yeah.
cage.
that's when I got stupid. Afterlife is when I got really dumb.
Yeah, because they took RE5 and threw the fucking Lost Plagueis or whatever the hell.
And I remember when it leaked, Perry burned it on a DVD and he sent it to me, but he sent it to me with, a particular song that I can't repeat on the air, but it's
what
awesome.
song was that?
I
You could say the
mean,
artist.
I forget the artist's name because
was
it was
Old Dirty Bastard.
I forget the artist's name. I'm forgetting it now. I mean, I know the song. I mean, I could say it, but I'm not going to say it. So, because it's like technically what he's saying isn't technically bad. It's a place. It's a bar.
Oh, okay. All right, I know you're talking about.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And it's funny because it was like a screenshot, and you just hear bow now.
Yeah,
and
you know
it's
why
like,
I did that? Because I was like, because I think you were like, I'm gonna get my friends together and watch it. So I was like, oh, he's gonna get a surprise now. I forgot about that. You
I
see how
still
many things
have
I
that.
did that I totally forgot about.
Dude, I still have that DVD somewhere. I have to find it. I still have it was on a red like DVD-R and it said Ari Afterlife. You sent me that and you sent me Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends on like DVD because you had the whole series. Or
Yeah, I
whatever.
might need
And
that
then,
back because I don't know. I don't know if I had that anymore.
You know, that's
I
what they call
I
the
have to look
new
for it.
show too.
Just rip it.
The kids show is called Spidey and His Amazing Friends.
Really? Is that what it's
Yeah.
called? This one was
Mhm.
from the 80s. It was awesome. It was like
Yeah, it was the one that I watched. That's
because,
probably what it is. The new one's probably a rip on that one.
But it's like it's like a little kids like Disney Junior, but John Stamos is Iron Man in it. It's pretty funny.
Oh wow, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, I remember because back in 2010 I did videos on the Spider-Man bootlegs that I had for the animated series and that was back when me and Perry were messaging on YouTube DMs, which no one knows what that is anymore. But yeah, that was just during that time. And then I remember he was like, yeah, I got the files if you wanted, Spider-Man. And then he sent that over. Yeah, I got a file. I know I still have them somewhere.
I
on
hooked
like one of
everybody
those.
up with that.
Yeah.
So they
And I
came out.
think, yeah, that was 2010. Yeah.
They came out on DVD in the UK. They never came out on DVD here. So somebody ripped them and uploaded them. And I just burnt them to Blu-rays and DVDs and shit for people. And everyone was like, oh my God, how'd you get these?
Yeah. I bought the first 3 seasons off of ioffer.com, which I don't even know if that's a thing anymore.
I remember
And this
that.
dude was making like really good bootlegs and they were great quality. And I think he was just getting the MKVs, which I got later off of a site. So I think Perry, you hooked me up with the rest of the MKVs. So I have them now. I still have them on a hard drive too. So if you need them at some point, but
I got those.
Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah. I got to find the DVD for the.
Do you
Amazing
have
Friends.
Taxi?
Yeah, I got Taxi.
Okay.
You know what's fucked up
It's
about
on
Taxi?
sale. What?
Taxi. So when you buy the DVD set, it has the air dates.
Yeah.
Literally, like, you could see the dates from when, like, I was born to when my wife was born, and you're looking at this shit, and you're like, holy fuck.
It just happened.
We weren't even
Goes on
around, but
forever.
when I was a kid, I used to watch Taxi on syndication or whatever.
Yeah, I used to watch it too.
It was one of my favorite shows, actually, when I was a kid.
Sanford and Son is also on sale, the whole series.
You big dummy!
I'm just seeing what they have on sale as far as TV while we're talking about it.
This will all be yours one day, Lamar. Oh, great, a pile of shit.
I keep checking to see if that Shield reprint goes on sale. If that goes to like 20-something bucks, I'm just
You mean
gonna
the
grab
commish?
it. The commish, yes, the commish. Because I just want to see if it's different.
Just offer
But I'm
the
not
guy
paying
$20.
It's Amazon.
It's on eBay. Just make
Actually,
an offer.
let me look. Yeah, I'll pay like $20 for it just to see.
Taxi Cab Confessions on it. Nobody watches HBO.
The commish complete series.
You might as well
let's
call
see.
it the Hobo Channel.
Oh yeah, the guy has it for $50 or best offer. I should offer up like $20 and just see if he takes it.
Imagine if you send a message, "What's wrong with you?"
He could just say no. I've gotten stuff like that though, where I make a ridiculous offer and someone just takes it, and I'm like, okay,
because they got a DVD sitting in their house, they don't want it.
yeah. Oh wait, this is the 2010 set. The guy has it for it. It dropped like a rock. The old set dropped.
Well, is that because the new set's better?
Maybe I got it.
How do you make an offer if it doesn't have a tab? You can't.
No,
you
only
can't.
certain items have.
Depends on how they put it up. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's trying now. Someone's trying to get $75 for the new one, and 75 and 50, and Amazon has it for only like 40 something. Let me see.
what the fuck?
Yeah, Amazon has it for $39.99.
Speaking of Michael Chiklis, Bobo Ghost Fred. So I'll tell you a story. He went to his job, and he said hello to him, whatever. And then he went back to his job, and I think one of Fred's like colleagues there was talking to Chiklis, and he was all cool. Then he mentioned Fantastic Four, and he said Chiklis got all fucking pissed at him.
What?
Yeah.
He was in the
Yeah.
movie. It's not his. It's not anybody else's
Well, I
fault.
think he might be upset that he's not in the MCU anymore. He was
Oh,
never in it. Yeah, I want Resident Evil Revelation Steelbook, but I can't make an offer. It's too high. There was a Revelation Steelbook?
Yeah, there probably was. Again, it could have been a European release or something.
Oh, you know what I have for Revelations? I have the 3DS like cover. The hardcover.
Oh, Revelations, or whatever it is, the misspelled.
No. Listen, when you bought the game, they gave you a hard snap-on cover with the 3D eyeball that moves around when you move the DS around.
Yeah.
I have that. And I'll sell it for like $800.
I'll sell it for you.
I just sent you. For some reason, they have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 3 Steelbook, and the picture is like wheels. Like, they screwed up with the picture.
Yeah, why are they selling the steelbook separately? It
Yeah, but
came
do
in a
you
fucking
see-
pack.
Do you see the picture?
Yeah, I see that.
It's like wheels. Like, what is that?
It's probably a third-party seller.
It just came up when I was looking through TV. Wow, the complete Adams Family's $20, down from $69.98.
That has always been $20.
Yeah, so why is
Best
people
Buy
trying to
had it
scam?
years ago for like $15.
That's what I thought. I know I've seen it for cheap.
Yeah.
But people they like mark it up to make it look like, oh,
Yeah.
Garfield.
oh, the Garfield cartoon.
TV thoughts
so
on
good.
CES for gaming? TV thoughts at CES? Who's TV?
LG OLED. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, go
The
with the
OLED
LG OLED if you want a
spaghetti.
game. What?
The OLED spaghetti. That's what it is.
Yeah, go with the C3 or C whatever. Just do it, but make sure you buy the warranty, the extended plan, or whatever. Those things, LGs are a crapshoot. But they are like perfect for gaming. If you want to watch movies and shit, go with the Sony. But Abo swears to God that the LG is good for both. So I would say save your money, take your time, and pick the TV you want.
Definitely. Don't be afraid to get a top dog one because you're going to have it for a while. It's an investment you want to have, you know what I mean, for a minute. So it's just like anything else. Like, don't cheap out on like this TCL shit or
No, don't do
Hisense
that
or
shit.
don't do that shit, man.
Fucking bootleg
You know?
TVs.
especially because like if you're like, yo, I got a room, I got the space, let's do this, you know what I mean? It's time. Or if you know, whoever you're with lets you get it, you have the space, like that's what it's about. It's like when that time's right, you want to get something that's good. especially for the shit that you play, the shit that you watch. Like, you don't want to cheap out on shit like that you're using all the time. You're always turning it on. You're always turning it off. You're turning it on. Like, get something good.
Fuck Samsung.
Not really big on Samsung, but
the TV fucking melted at the shop.
I was gonna say you've had your experiences, so I understand. Like, again,
Look,
if anyone has any firsthand,
they're okay if you buy like a $200 Samsung TV, like a budget Samsung.
If
TV.
you want a middle of the road, I think Samsung's like pretty good, right? Because you got yours for a pretty good price. Because it was like
he only wants that shit because Game Pass is on it right now. That's why he wants it. I heard Samsung. Fuck Samsung. Go with LG.
And if you try to buy like a budget TV, you're gonna drop like $500.
One now. My movie room. I love it. I waited 5 years. Yes.
See, here's the thing. LG was the first to do. Sony did the first OLED years ago, right? Tried it out, didn't work. So LG was the first one that really brought it to the mainstream. They did OLED. At the time, Samsung and Sony did not even touch OLED. You would go on their pads and they would just have everything else but OLED. And then Sony took the LG panels and was like, we can do this. And then they just took their panels and then went, did their OLED with their own, X1 processor chip and everything. And then now a few years ago, Samsung got in on the OLEDs now. So at this point, all three of them have OLEDs, where back in like 2015, 2016, 2017, it was literally only LG, and then Sony was coming in the mix. And then Sony had, with their OLED, the sound would come out of the screen. So like the speakers were actually behind the screen, like basically. And it wouldn't shake the screen, but that was their gimmick. I don't know if they do that anymore, but they would actually put the speakers like in front of you, which, was kind of cool. But yeah, the LGs definitely took off in the last like 5 years as far as like the OLEDs. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Definitely.
Look what happened.
What?
Dax talked to... So FTR, Dax, he did his little podcast. I remember some people in the back didn't like it.
Yeah.
Well, FTR has taken a few months off of television.
Wow. They're forced to spend time with their families.
Fuck AEW and their fucking stupid bullshit. Man, they became everything they said they weren't.
That's really bad.
Wow, okay.
Hey, you guys are going to take a few months off.
That's bullshit, dude. What the fuck? Let me read this real quick. Nothing but Tony Khan to make a statement about this. Right now, at this point in my career, most important time in our career, we decided to be asked the last thing is fun.
And the bullshit.
Oh my fucking god. Our contract is up in April. Oh, there you go. He's keeping them off TV in case they don't resign.
Yep.
Wow, great. You got the best tag team in the world and you're fucking them over. Well, they had the best fucking world champion and they fucked them over, so.
Is it really surprising at this point?
At this point, right? Who cares? My Panasonic Plasma is awesome. It's 18-year-old. Yeah, they last. I started looking when the C8 was popular. I always stayed away from LG because Mario always bought them and they always broke. And I always stood away, but I went for this one, the C1. Was alright. Then I got them at the shop, the C2s. I got the two C1s at the shop and then the C2 as well. Great. So far, so good. As long as they last, man. But the minute they start fucking up, that's when I'm going to go back.
Hey, what size is that one you have behind the counter?
That is a 32.
Okay. One day I might get that as my monitor.
That's a 32 or a 41? A 42.
Because that's like perfect. That would make a perfect monitor.
It is a perfect monitor.
Yeah, I think maybe when I eventually upgrade that, too. I'll get one of those.
Yeah. It'll definitely go well with your 470 Ti. 4070 Ti. All right. We're going to run. Want to thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. I know we didn't talk about Vince, but you know what? Let's wait till more stuff comes out. We'll talk about it next week. WWE and Vince McMahon and selling and not selling and whatever.
Right.
But now you know AEW's a piece of shit still. So there you go. Even though I loved AEW, but they pulled this crap lately. So I don't know what's going on. All right. We'll catch you guys later.
Sounds good,
Bye.
guys. Have a good one.
Peace. Bye.
Bye.
They left pretty quickly. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Stay safe. Take care.